Okay, press the button. We're live. Sorry, a couple minutes late. My bad. I was eating. I don't have any of my stuff set up. I don't even know what I want to do today. I just knew I wanted to go live. I don't have anything planned. I don't know if like y'all want to see me play games, talk about stuff, VOD review stuff. I'm kind of down for whatever. I had no plans, but bro, this chair is nice, bro. What? This is like the nice chair. Hello? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm moving it the wrong way, but yeah, you know. That's crazy. How does it feel to a 4,500 person Mickey? Pretty good. Show the money. They don't give you cash. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of down for whatever today. I don't really care. Whatever y'all want to see, hear. I did get that top 128, yes. I'm probably gonna use it to go to more events next season. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely give like the rundown. Actually, it's funny how both founders are testing on the same table. I know, right? I never had met Nettie before either. We'll talk about that for sure. That was really funny. It still feels insane. Like I don't know. Like it's international. Like I don't know, man. I probably did get LA. I mean, like with the top 32 and a IC win. I feel like I should have got IC stipend, or at least like I don't know. I don't even like. I've never been in contention for something like that before, so I still go do enough stuff. Um, but I hope so. If I do, I probably will go to LAC, honestly. All right. I mean, let's get. I mean, I can at least get like the limitless labs thing pulled up. Yeah, the chant was like standing up and like look at the crowd, like in like the PAX crowd and the chants and everything. Like I know some people had some stuff to say about the crowd. It was so cool. That was probably the like one of the best experiences of my life. That's crazy. That was, I mean, it was just surreal. Like I don't know, man. That was wild. I donked them. Rahul went drop past, and I knocked out his only dweeb. Okay, let me just pull up labs, I guess. You can start there. I mean, that's probably what most of this stuff's gonna be. We can, yeah, but that stuff. Okay. Twitch chat was saying it would be. I heard Twitch chat was doing some egregious stuff, but I still haven't like. I'm not sure I'm ever gonna watch back like the VOD and stuff, but didn't do that. Okay. Okay. I have stream chat pulled up on my phone. Great. I am getting a new PC. We're done with this Mac. We're getting some PC. Finally having two monitors. Moving up in the world. I feel like I need to be doing this content creator stuff more. Yeah, I've had a new chair for a while. This is crazy. This is an insane slander. My chair does not suck anymore. Okay, there's labs. All right. Yeah, we got this pulled up. Wait, why is like the search bar in there, bro? Fade the search bar. Is this any better? It's been so long since I streamed, I forgot like which things I used. Okay, that's like kind of better. Door mentioned. Yeah, shout out my mom for mentioning the door. Oh man. I don't know. I just like want to do more. I like. I felt so bad that like I haven't been doing stuff on the channel. I feel like I'm so blessed to have this opportunity to like have you guys as an audience. I don't do anything with it. I feel so bad. Like some like the excuses I use are like I don't do enough. Like I don't have the good enough stuff, or like I just need to like eliminate all excuses so I can lock in. I push the door on the door. True, true. Okay, I was thinking about the headset thing, but like Makani's like my boy, so like I would never like troll him like that. But I was thinking like it did run through my mind when I was taking it off. I'm like, but it was more like just shock of like this is I actually did it. It wasn't actually just like me trying to troll Connie or anything. Where's the trophy? It's upstairs. I could get it though. Full screen and show off the trophy. I mean, I could get it. I didn't bring it down. It's fine. We still get 60 cents a month. I think I'm gonna like I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this stuff yet. I don't know if it's like Clefairy is gonna be viable for worlds with like Ghost Veil and stuff. Um, but yeah. I leaked the world 60. Yeah, I'll definitely tell you how when I get it. Yeah, no way. I had someone who like offered to buy some stuff off me, but I just can't sell it. Yeah, bro, like the YouTube was like blowing up. I didn't realize it until like after the finals. Like I got over 10K. Like I'd been stuck at like 9,600 for like forever. And like it's like my own fault because I'm just like lazy and a bum and don't upload. But it's like, bro, that was crazy. Like the casters were like actually saying like Alloutblitzle on this stream like sometimes, which was like so like it's just funny. I didn't know that they were allowed to do that, but I feel like before they've like avoided saying people's like content names. Yeah. I don't know if this deck's gonna be good moving forward though. Like I'm sure Pulse will adapt. And Ghost Veil might be scary. I mean, it's like my username for like Limitless, which is like I guess what I'm most known for. Some of the extremely elite usernames. I think Molerator does have a better ring to it than your IRL name, but that's okay. Yeah, but like GG's like his initials. He's gonna get upset saying James. No, no, no. I am James Kowalski. It is fine. No, it was cool. It was cool. Maybe I'm always down to play control. Oh, I mean, I wish I could play control, but sadly, it's not good. I was gonna say something else. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna do like a lot more stuff with the channel. I think I don't know like exactly what yet, but I feel like there definitely like should be some like content opportunities to come out of this. And as we like go towards that, like or I guess we're in the off season now. I'm gonna try to just do more stuff. I don't want to like make any crazy promises of doing this or that, but I'm gonna try to do more. I'm a lot more motivated than I was a few weeks, months ago. I think Clefairy will always be better than Raging Bolt. Like I was like, I mean, I was like saying this like before, like weeks ago, but like the consistency you gain with the Clefairy deck is like not worth the power trade-off you get with Raging Bolt. Like Raging Bolt is just like not that good of an attacker. I don't know what I'm gonna play to Worlds. We'll see how impactful the new set is. I thought Sam kind of sucks. Yo, thank you, Gumi. It was so much fun playing against you in top four and it's Swiss, but that was so cool. Hope I get to play against you again. Oh, that's just an ad. Yes, Emma and I talked a lot. I played some games with her on Thursday. Emma is awesome. I love Emma. Thank you for the $10, Dak. Thank you so much. How bird control went to the Birdie the Festival Lead Squad. I mean, it sounds fun, but it's probably not good. All get hot dogs at a party. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually sponsored by Oscar Mayer now. Bang. We're moving up in the worlds. Big sponsorship. No, I mean, I like it's like a month until we get the new set on live, and I do still like want to play like some ladder, but I can be like a lot more open about stuff. Because like one thing that I was like trying to do for like as I like locked in towards the end of the season was like I felt really good about this Clefairy deck. I like worked pretty hard on it, but I knew if I streamed it and hyped it up, like my EV would just go down. Like it didn't like help me that much. Where like I mean, like producing content would be cool, but like I was kind of in competitor mode. Like I wasn't really in content creator mode. Which like now I'm kind of like there's a month until the new set comes out. I can kind of be a bit more like less locked in. Um, yeah, play a little less Pokemon, do some more live stuff, like make more content. Yeah, we can kind of chill. Oh yeah, yeah. The whole cross stuff's insane. I'll talk about that. That was like it was crazy. I was like sweating about that the whole day. I can review Yihao Chen's NAC tournament run, bro. Hate Yihao Chen. Ladder over Mickey's, I'm saying. Like for most of the day I wasn't in brackets of Zoros. Like there were so many Zoros at like X11. Um, but I wasn't like in that bracket for most of the tournament. Okay. Let me look in here real quick. Get Choppled up. Do stuff. Do I consider myself a good player? I'd like to think I am. Oh, okay. I'd like to think I've graduated from online only Pidgeot control one trick. But, you know, I mean, maybe I still am. Okay. Let's actually start talking about the tournament itself. Yeah, so, I mean, I've talked about this deck a lot on the channel. I don't know. I mean, if there's like anything y'all want me to talk about with like the list or anything, I mean, I can see like I was different between like indie, what Emma played Terra and how, like how we got here. But it's like just two cards off the indie list. Yeah, two cards off what? Actually, like three cards off, I think. Your mom wasn't made to out the door. I love my mom. She's so cool. Yo, thank you for the $20, Chip. I really appreciate that. Bro, I can't even. I'm like, I'm trying to like talk and look at chat at the same time. So it's like on my phone, it's tiny. I can't even like keep up. This is crazy. Think you've escaped the allegations? I hope so. I hope so. Bro, it's dude. The whole weekend is just so unreal. Like, there's so many crazy things that happened. I don't know, man. I'm just. I don't know. Um, Yo, thank you for the $2 per show. Top five toughest members in or tough members in KT. I hope so. I hope so. Oh wait, is BC? Oh, of course, bro. Of course. Thank you for the CW for being a member for 4 months. What's my prizing? Money, packs, and a trophy. Cryon's better because it's a Terra. And you can, it's a lot easier to like use proactively against like Slop. It's like hard to have like the 7 things on bench to kill a Kang like turn 2. But yeah, we added the second Wellspring Ogre Pond because Koraidon sucks. You still kind of have to play it, but it's like not that good of a card. Add another water, add the 4th Crispin into like the Prism Tower that Emma had. Yeah. Like the thing we were least sure about is she really wanted to play 2 waters. I kind of wanted to play 2 fires. We ended up just playing the 2 waters. I think I torrential pumps like 2 times. I hit 2 Hydrapples, and in one of the games I lost. It's because I prized my only fire. So I think my run would have been a little bit easier if I would have had 2 fires, but like it's fine. I'm still not sure like what's correct moving forward. It's like a not that relevant count. I think go the packs. I didn't open them. What was cool is like Nettie had to go, and he didn't have like space in his luggage for his boxes. So the prize table let us combine boxes, and then like I bought them later off of him. So they actually like let me keep it. Like I have a sealed case, which is really cool. I don't think I'm gonna open it or sell it or anything. It's just like kind of like a cool thing to like keep from the run. I didn't know that they'd allow us to like combine our boxes and keep them sealed. Remember what easier? No, I lost. So my first round of the tournament was Hydrapple. Game one, I get cooked because I prized the fire. Like I was like, oh, what was hilarious is also like Courtney was who I played against on my wins to top 32 of Indie, and I played against her round one at NAIC. So like two tournament rounds in a row, I played against the same person, which is crazy. But yeah, like having two fires cost me a game. I mean, maybe I would have prized the water I need to pump at some point, but yeah, that was like a really feels bad way to start the turn. It's like, oh, I don't have my fire energy. This is really bad. Yeah, because me and Emma were talking about it. We're like, okay, even if we need the fire, there's still a good chance you just like unprize it because you're not usually using Moltres right away anyway. And then of course I don't draw off my first two prizes like round one of the tournament. It's like great. I don't Stretcher is not very good in this deck because you have so many high counts of stuff. You like it's like really would just be good for like recovering Pokemon because you never really run out of energies, and I don't think like your one of Pokemon are like that useful that you'd really want to recover them again. I beat Garchomp 2-0. They drew pretty bad. How did I beat Metagross? That one was on stream. It was not a very good match because their Metagross, the Metagross deck's horrible. Um, but yeah, like Emma and I had like talked about the list a bit. Thursday we played some games. I like the food court area of the venue. Like Emma, I know like Frank Shemansky, a lot of like some like Magnus and like the really good European players were there. And then like Nettie, I never talked to Nettie before in my life, and he like walks up to me I've seen him on stream, like I know who he is, of course. And he was like, "Yo, James, you want to play?" 'Cause I was just like standing watching Emma play. I think it was like Shemansky was playing Pole. So I was like, "Sure." So Nettie and I like played a couple games. The first game I just like kind of rolled him because I think he prized two Dreepies and I was cruel arrowing his his Dreepies. I swear I'm not joking. That was what happened in the first game. And then the second game we got into a really interesting spot where like I think I had an Ogerpon active and I was sobbing his Badoo, and he like goes to Itchy Pollen my Ogerpon when like I'm obviously pumping him next turn, and a big thing in the matchup is like Clefairy is almost always going to take the first two, but you need them to miss at some point. So one of your best ways of making them miss is just punching into a 200 HP, like 210 HP Pokemon, and then cleaning it up later on your next Phantom Dive. And especially if they like crisp into a Wellspring or Fez, they're probably not going to have a ton of other energies on their board. So even if they do instantly find like that first response attack, it's going to be really hard for them to find that like third attack. So Nettie went to Itchy Pollen. I'm like, no, you should just pass here. Like, you're not stopping me from doing anything by Itchy Pollening. And like you're just gonna make it way easier for me because you're gonna be forced to play Crispin and knock out my Ogerpon next turn. And he's like, oh yeah, this is like really this is good. And he ends up using that game 2 against me in the finals, which was like so funny. I was like back to you before the match. I'm like, you can't do that against me. That's not allowed. Like, that's like, and then like at the table, like when it happened, he's like laughing to himself when he's about to do it. And I'm like, Iron Man, fine, whatever. It's funny. Yes, like the whole run was like a miracle. Like I don't know. I was like not of course I was very very happy to be 9-0, but it's like I basically like mentally was like entering phase 2 with like +2 losses. Like I felt like I had to like run perfectly against like anything that wasn't Crustal. So like I didn't even feel that good. Like just like of course 9-0 at NAC feels incredible, but it's like the bracket was so stacked against me. It was like I don't like not only do I feel like I'm gonna lose maybe 1-2 rounds for free, but also like can I even win the tournament if I don't like if there's always gonna be a Crustal waiting. Thank you for the $2.67 playscape. I would say pulled chicken, but both pulled chicken and pulled done are really bad. Pulled chicken with watchtower is probably like the worst. Maybe Hydrapple. You can just go 2-2-2. Either can just like Clefairy, Pearl, put like knock out their Celebi and go 1-1-2-2, or just they have to bench like Meowth and Fez and a couple Ogerpons to play the game. So it's like really one of the matches where like Prime Catcher is really really good because you can just like chain those two prize knockouts together a lot easier. I'm curious how you took down Metagross. I mean, that was on stream round 2. The games weren't super interesting. I donked him game 1. I mean, I knew he was playing Metagross, so I chose second and donked him game 1. And game 2, how many boss did he play? I know it wasn't that many. Yeah, only one. Oh, he had an Empoleon. Nice. What you can do in this matchup is if you can like Moltres, Pearl Clefairy, and then feed them another like two prizers, and you're forcing them to take 5 knockouts to win, which is like actually like really difficult for them to do. And their deck doesn't draw cards at all unless they want to put down Fez. So like Josh got in a spot where like his hand was like super depleted. I don't even think he had the opportunity to put down Fez, but like the price trade is like awkward enough that like, especially because you have to bench Genesect, that's an easy 2 prizes for me. If you put down the Fez as well, it's like it's just too much. You just end up losing the prize trade. Explain exam. Pretty much concede. Like what I would do is like if I went first, I would attach to Ogerpon Pass. On my second turn, I'd Torrential Pump and not shuffle the energies and say like if you hit Candy Zam KO turn 2, I'm gonna lose anyway. And then if they hit it, whatever, I'm gonna lose the game. But then if they don't hit it, I can try to play for like a boss pump on 2 Dracloaks. Or not Dracloaks, Kadabras, and then maybe that's enough to win. But like the matchup is so unfavored, you kind of just have to take that gamble. And like they could also just bench Shaman and like make that line invalid, but you just kind of have to take some risk. It's such an unfavored matchup. Yo, thank you for the $3.50 Mage King. I really appreciate that. Grazie, you made me cry with your speech. Bro, I didn't mean to do that. Like, I'm sorry. But like, that was after top 8. Dude, I was just feeling very blessed, man. I don't know. Like, and like maybe y'all could tell by like the lack of content or like me, like how I've like been on stream, like on like streaming. But like, one of the reasons why I hadn't been like doing that much is like, I always like to be positive. I don't like being negative. And I really was like in a mental space where it was really hard for me to be positive. So I didn't want to just turn the cameras on and, you know, broadcast this version of myself I was not very happy about. So I was like, I don't know. I don't even like know where I'm trying to go with this, but yeah, I don't know. This Pokemon stuff is like really cool. I care about this a lot. I'm very passionate about this game. Softest headset placement of all time? You know, maybe. Got I'm feeling better? I mean, true, winning fixes everything, right? Nah, it's okay. I mean, I was feeling better going into NAC. But, like, the stress of, like, I mean, it's just, like, weird because, like, Pokemon is, like, my hobby and my job. So it's, like, normally people have their hobby to, like, escape from their job, but it's like mine are like the same thing, and I don't have any other, like I don't have like any life outside of Pokemon, so it's like really hard when like my job and my hobby are not going very well. It's like I don't know, it like weighs on me a lot. But Crustle win con is go second and donk, and if you can't do that, you concede. Dude, I hated playing Guardy. Guardy made me feel so miserable. Made me feel miserable and stupid, and I hated that deck. Inspiration for my Worlds run. I'll do the best that I can. To a bigger wardrobe? I'll keep wearing Maya hoodies and sweatpants. I'm good. Yeah, bro. I hated Guardy. Yeah, I don't know. Like when I got up for my interview for like top after I went top 8, I'm like, okay, I was like feeling pretty emotional, but I'm like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. But like, I don't know, it just happens. I was like the moment where I like could see all my friends and locals and family in the crowd like cheering me on, like they're all there. It's like, man, this is so real. Like this is so cool. To the 11th place seniors list. Maybe I did, but I don't remember what it was. A bigger closet? No. Probably not playing the same 62 worlds. I'm not even sure this deck will be viable with like the hide and sneak ghost veil deck, but we'll see. I did not think of Azul at all when doing the cruel arrow, honestly. Um, no, I didn't think of it. Well, it was funny. It's like Fez is usually horrible in the matchup. It's like not something you should go for. It's a really specific instance in like with Nettie's list and the finals. Like we can talk about it when like I will probably like VOD review finals at least today. Um, that's very like the honestly like my games against Justin are probably the most interesting ones. But I mean yeah we can VOD review stuff today. Good job, yo. Thank you, Truan. Like doing all the cruel stuff was pretty cool though. After like what is it's just funny, man. Many Pokemon trainers knows it's okay to cry. I mean, I just care about this game. I mean, just like any, it's like when you're passionate about anything in life, like it just means more. Okay, I don't even know where I was before I got sidetracked with all the up, but like I was like I didn't want to play this deck to be honest. I was like kind of dooming about it because I was losing to a lot of Watchtower pults on ladder. There's this really annoying glitch on TCG Live where sometimes your area zeros will go invisible and you either can't draw them or if you do draw them, it breaks your game. So I was getting really frustrated because like that glitch would happen. I'd lose a lot of games. My live numbers were the lowest it's ever been going into a major tournament lately, which like made me feel a little less confident in my deck. Um, I was losing like a lot of Watchtower pults, which like maybe not feel very good, but like I thought of playing Zam, thought of playing Pole, but I mean Pole made me feel like I was playing Gardevoir again. Um, and I was like kind of down to play Zam, like the LGM stuff, like the control stuff was like pretty cool. But then I was watching my friend Nathan Ginsburg play a lot of Polt versus Zam one day in call, and it wasn't like he was losing. It just looked so miserable for every game to be like, well, I hope my opponent does not have red card Watchtower, or like something like that, or I hope that they don't judge me turn 2. It's like it just felt so like miserable and uncontrollable. It's like I want my deck to have a Polt matchup where I actually can like be more in control. Um, and I talked to Emma. Like, thankfully, Emma played the deck to turn, and like I attacked with Kangaskhan so much in Indy in the Polt matchup. But, like Emma like had like a fresh like mindset or approach on the deck, and was like swinging with Clefairy a ton in the match, but like right away, which is something I wasn't doing. Which was like one of the reasons why I was losing to Watchtower Polt so much is because I like swing with the Kangaskhan, and then you might take the first 2 to 3 prizes, but then they like go stamp Watchtower Punch, and you don't get the Fez draw because your Kangaskhan is active, and they probably can just set up some 4 or 5 prize turn, and then you just lose the game. So like I was like the one of the big adjustments I made was just like in my own gameplay, like I was just attacking with Clefairy right away because like you need Fez draw when your Clefairy dies, like Fez draw out of the stamp. So like even though you are giving them prizes, it doesn't really matter because like they're gonna win in 3 attacks, 4 attacks regardless. So you might as well just give yourself the most cards as possible to like play around that. I mean, the Chen is weird because it's like really good versus Polts, but it's like not very useful in other matchups. So I don't know. I could see playing too. That's something that Emma and I talked about, but it's like not very good against Watchtowers. We just said not to play it. The 2 pearls is like you can't really get to a value out of 2. Like once you use 1 to offset the prize race, like that's kind of it. But with 2, you just draw it early, a little bit more. It's just like it's usually best when you can slam it early and you're forcing them to boss around it for many turns. You guys play Ghostfield Worlds? Maybe. Call this deck Blitzel Box instead of Pink Pony Club? I mean, you can if you want. Some people are like, are you going to call it Blitzel Box, James's Clefairy? It's like, I don't think it's like legal to name your deck after yourself. So like, if people want to call it that, go ahead, but yeah, like Emma and I did have like a little like bet of like whoever did better got naming rights back for the deck because she called it Pink Pony Bull, and people were like, some people were like DM'd me and were like, are you mad that Emma took the name from you? And it's like, I don't really care. Like Emma's Emma's an amazing player and a good friend. I do not care that she like changed my name. I do not care. Um, how'd you feel when you went down 0-1 and you had it with the Cruel Arrow? I don't get very stressed or nervous playing Pokemon. Like I love playing on stream. Um, I don't know. I'm just like so used to playing Pokemon distracted that like I don't really get stream nerves. It's just like I get to play Pokemon in front of a bunch of people. Like this is super cool. So I didn't really like feel like I was just so happy to be there. Like I I knew that like I had to win because this might be the only time in my whole entire life that I get to do something like this. So I knew I had to win. I know it's a good matchup. Um, so like I wasn't like that stressed or worried after game one. And like the moment where it all felt like I knew I was gonna win was when if you were there, you like probably remember this, but like Nettie starts horrible and he like Ultra Balls Brothers or Cloak and then recons. And before he's even picked a card, the crowd just like starts screaming because like they know the two cards he drew are like dead and won't help him set up. And like as soon as I could hear the crowd before Nettie, like I could hear the cheering through the headset. Like when he hadn't even picked a card yet, like I knew I had won the game. Like that was before he even had like I knew for sure he prized double Dreepy. It was like I know his hand sucks and I'm fed sniping his only Dreepy. Like that, I mean I Archer Cloak, like the game's just over. It was crazy. Like I don't know. Like the crowd, like I don't know. It was just it's just I can't really describe it. It just, you just kind of had to be there. I keep felt bad for anybody. I don't think it bothered him too much. I mean, I was like disappointed for sure, and I could see like being frustrated about the crowd, but like also it's like any sporting event. Like it's not personal. It's like when like the home team like cheers when someone missed a free throw. Like they're just cheering for their team. Like and thank you for the $10 Skags, 10 Canadian to cancel the win. Yo, thank you. Congrats on the win. Always cool to see a lot of players on top. Yo, thank you, Andrew. Shout out Ladder, bro. Ladder is my testing group for sure. Crowd gave you the aura, bro. The crowd was incredible. That was like that was so cool. Bro, I forgot what I was talking about. Just sidetrack reading chat. What's the plan with the prize dollars? Probably gonna put towards more events for next season. I'm gonna try to go to maybe some more out of region stuff. I mean, I didn't even go to everything in NA, so I'll probably try to do stuff like that when I get sponsored by Endgame. It's been probably about a year now. I want to say. I've been using their sleeves for a while. I've been using them ever since Atlanta last year. So yeah, it's been over a year now. Yeah. UIC? Maybe. We're hitting Tor and a lot like Carter. I wasn't high enough this cycle to be hitting Tord, but I mean I haven't in the past. I was not. I was at like 1670. I was not very. I mean I peaked at like 1750, I think, but I wasn't that high. I was playing more. I didn't even like play that many games against friends. I was just like I didn't play as much. I was getting frustrated with like the glitches, and I just didn't like it. I wasn't learning anything from the games. Did I get a congrats from Sander? I mean not directly, but yeah. What are your thoughts on Nettie's terrible shuffle before game two? I mean, I saw it. I don't think he wasn't looking at his cards. I don't think he did it maliciously. Like I'm sure if you like put every single shuffle I did under the microscope as well, you might also see some like weird looking stuff because like I was also like fumbling my cards and like missing mashes. So like I don't know. I think there's an unfortunate moment like the camera caught him just not, like I'm obviously doing a terrible shuffle, but I don't think there's any like ill intent behind it. Like he wasn't trying to stack. If he was trying to stack, he did a pretty terrible job of it. So now before the match, Nettie's like, "Yo, win or lose, you're fine to like doing a hug afterwards, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." Like Yeah, it's I don't know. We were like backstage talking for a while because like they had us pull us backstage like before juniors had even finished, and there was like nobody else back there, so we were just yapping. Yeah, yeah. He wasn't like looking down or anything. He was just like, yeah. I don't think it was malicious at all. Yeah, they were not the best games. Like, I mean, my deck can just like generate some blowouts like that, but yeah, they were not the best. Any crazy plays in any of the rounds? Uh, I had a pretty cool checkmate against Miguel in top eight. Well, I mean the Japan Championship win does give me some hope because I feel like that like the list that won in Japan is horrible. Like any Prism Energy like basic box list does not beat Pulse. So if like something terrible like that can win, then like maybe my deck can is still viable after all. Let's see. I have some ideas. I just need to like see what's actually like ends up being good. Ooh, with the yeah. Nah, but okay. So I don't really have a ton to say about like the games itself. I did have a crazy moment against Brent where like he drew pretty bad game one. I drew really bad game two, and then game three it was coming down to time. I was gonna be we had a gentleman's on board state. And on my I had been sobbing a Fez. I was at four prizes, and I have to Kangaskhan flip on his Fez and knock it out to even have a chance in the gentleman's. So I go for the rapid fire combo. I get hex, but he still has a chance to go like stamp, phantom dive, and if I whiff, he wins. So he goes stamp. He goes crushing hammer tails, and then goes stamp, knock out my Kang, and stamps me into psychic to win. But if any of those crushing hammers hit heads, or I flip tails on my rapid fire combo, I would have lost the game. Like the only way I won was like those three consecutive coin flips going my way, which was just like, I mean, I had a ton of good luck throughout this tournament, but that may have been like the most egregious. Like, I mean, what are the odds of that? Like, what 12% or something like that? Brett wins that game that round 88% of the time. Like that's ridiculous. Slow King, you just try to go 1 2 3. Prime Koraidon, knock out the Kang, kill one Slow King, and Latias or Fez. How much do you factor luck? I mean, so much had to go my way, but I think like for anyone to win any tournament, you have to have a lot go your way. Like you have to hit good matchups, but like I would like to think there have been some other. I mean, I've had other tournaments where I've had really good starts, but I just haven't played, or my deck has been good, but I haven't played good enough to capitalize on it. So I'd like to think that like I like finally prepped well enough and got lucky enough to like deserve a run. Where other tournaments I either haven't prepped well enough or like played well enough to deserve a run, even if I have gotten decent luck. Like there's just like so much that goes into doing well at these huge tournaments. Like a lot of it is in like prep, not even just like playing well in the rounds itself. Um, yeah, Rahul got slimed out by Slow King. I was very lucky. You never play. Yeah, I played a lot of. I was like I cut Ursaluna really last second before Indy. I thought I might regret it, but I didn't. It was I one change I made before Indy was I originally had three Clefairy, Stretcher, Ursaluna, and only two patch. Went to three patch, four Clefairy, no Stretcher, no Ursa, and I haven't really regretted that at all. Um, yeah. So I mean, there's like crazy running against Brent, pretty smooth sailing. Um, these next two rounds, this guy, game one, turn two Candy Pult Phantom dived me, which like I hadn't really seen any of his deck yet, so I was kind of shaken up. And turns out this guy only plays one candy. I was like, okay, sure. I was bricking, so it didn't really matter anyway. Um, but that was just like, what are we doing? Like This guy like goes evolve your cloak, like does his recons, and I'm like, wait, he didn't evolve active. This is chill, and he goes Crispin, Candy, pull, and it's like, oh, okay, that's reasonable. Yeah, I was definitely caught off guard by that. The Garchomp set was kind of insane because like I knew this guy was playing Chomp. We were on the side stream for this round, and this guy just drew terribly. But this matchup is like a lot closer than you'd probably think it is because if they don't get 3 Gibbles down turn 1, they can get in some spots where you just like you isolate them to like 1 Garchomp, and it's really hard for them to take enough prizes fast enough because like usually on the turn of their first chomp, they're just swinging with like corkscrew dive for 100. And if you've been constantly like chasing their gap bites, and like not got enough roses to one-shot you. So you can get like a 2 to 4 prize lead in this matchup, like semi-reliably. It's just really scary when you have to go through 2 chomps. They can force you through 2 chomps. But luckily my opponent was not able to do that. He drew pretty terrible. I think like did not play a single supporter game 2 and like played Stamp like turn 3 game 1, but then only got to like I like was able to get like the 1 chomp board, so which is like impossible for him to win. When you go for Ogerpon to Fez, depends on the matchup, but like most of the time, like Fez is better against anything that's gonna stamp you. And you can, if you know your Fez is gonna live for a long time, you'd rather have that. But if you expect your Ogerpon to like die right away, it's better to like Ogerpon because you get to take the 2 for sure, guarantee you don't lose any energies. But Ogerpon, like Pump is not that good in this deck. I think I used Torrential Pump like 1 time, 2 times in the whole tournament. It is mainly there for Sob. Sob is broken. The other attack is pretty mid. But like I think I only use like Cruel Arrow. I used Cruel Arrow like 1 or 2 times outside of the finals. And I used Pump. I had like a really sick Prime Catcher Pump against Hank in round 4. I think I used Pump against Rafal. Actually, no, I think I just used Sob a bunch. I like powered up for the Pump, but I didn't actually use it against Rafal. Yeah, I hardly use Torrential Pump. Torrential Pump is not that good in this deck. Hard to me match work. I mean, whoever takes the first 2 is a pretty big advantage. But there's like some cool Sob lines that can come up where you can like Sob stuff a lot in then Torrential Pump for 4. Emma and I played some games of it on Thursday. It's actually like a kind of an interesting mirror. Also on your list, yeah, the tough Ted Tobin XD. Yeah, so I don't really remember anything happening in that round 8. I think I just kind of rolled them. I had a really funny moment against Jack in round 9 where I did just kind of like destroy him game 1. And then he had like some really terrible turn game 2 where like he had to judge Watchtower me instead of going Stamp Watchtower. Which like normally is horrible. Like I'm gonna have 8 cards with Fez. Like I need so little to attack again with like a backup Clefairy on my board. And I somehow missed Rondo with an 8-card hand. So I prized 2 stadiums. So he manages to scam a game 2. And then game 3 against him, my board was not that great when he stamped me, and he stamps me into Crispin Area 0. So it was like it's not his only Dragapult. Like he had no no cloaks. It was insane. Yeah, it was like after I'm like I was just like laughing as soon as I started playing, and he was like, bro, I don't even want to play Pokemon anymore. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So yeah, I was 9-0, but like I was deep in the Crustle bracket. So like going into round 8 or going into round 9, there are 6 8-0s, 2 Crustles, and 4 people who auto lose 2 Crustles. So like you can see where this is going. Like I can't run from the Crustles forever. So I have a very high chance of hitting. I mean, Carter and Rahul are obviously auto losses. Also, John playing Zoroark could have been a terrible matchup for me. So I'm very lucky to hit a bad matchup, not be 9-0, get lucky and hit Jack. But of course, the Crustles do win, which means going into day 2, the 2 other 9-0s are Crustle. And even if I get down paired at 801 or 2 and 801, Jackson is probably a bad matchup. And I have an auto loss to Cooper. So I literally have 1 good matchup in my bracket. I'm like, I don't know what the percent chance of hitting one of these bad matchups is, but it is really, really high. And then round 10, I get paired into Rafal, which is just like insane. Like, I kind of like going into day two, I had accepted the fact that I was eventually going to lose to Crystal. Like, I basically had like one or two losses like baked into my tournament. But like, I just kept like miraculously dodging Crystal. I mean, it eventually stopped because like it had to. Um, I think I Jackson Force pull place game with a secret box. No, that deck seems really, really good. Teching for Crystal for World sounds kind of good. I might do that. Yes, I was very happy Carter hit Rahul and I did not hit Cooper. Why is Blaze bad? Blaziken is just really annoying to deal with. Like, it takes two prizes on your guys and you can't one-shot it back. I did lose individual games to Pult because of that, but I didn't lose a set. Like, I know I lost a game to Jack because of that. I think I lost a game to Brent because of that. But yeah, it's like it's really hard for them to scam you twice a bit. So yeah, got lucky to dodge Crystal. And like we hit Rahul because like we had to. I was really like Carter and Cooper were on stream this round. I was really hoping that they would tie because then they'd be like fully out of my bracket. But Carter wins, so I can still hit Carter this next round. Was it? Whoa, wait. It was like weird, cause like Rahul and Carter can't play again, and Yuho. No, well, no, I was like 10-1 this round, right? Yeah. So I probably wasn't hitting Carter. There was like a lot of other 10-1s. I think like Paldean Tauros is the best Crustle attack. But still, we had to like dodge Crustle again. Which happened, hit Hydrapple, and my Hydrapple planet drew pretty terrible, which like kind of happens with their deck. And then I knew I was guaranteed to Justin this next round because like let's see, like yeah, he was like Rahul and Yuho were guaranteed to play against each other because I couldn't play against Rahul. So I would have to get down paired to Justin. So I got that done on stream. I was like during Justin's game, I was really scared. If I tied to Justin on stream, I would hit Carter or Cooper the next round, and then like they could tie with me, and we'd make or could make ASIM. But they probably wouldn't want to do that. They'd probably rather just like knock me out of the tournament and guarantee they skip ASIM. So like when I was turbo speeding against Justin, that I was trying to Swiss, I was terrified. Like I knew if I tied, there's a good chance I was, or there was a chance I was hitting one. Like I had no clue what their matchups were, but it was like, oh, this is like pretty scary. What do you think of the Abon matchup? I don't know. It seems like pretty chill for me. I think, cause like it's not that hard for me just to like obviously the Zam is scary, but like you have no hammers, so I can probably just gust kill the Abra or Kadabra like turn 2, and then you're just never getting this guy set up again. And like you don't have the watchtowers to scam me. You don't have like the Moltres tricks either. I don't know. I feel like this is like pretty seems pretty chill for me. But I've never played it before. I could be wrong. I know you said on Twitter you thought I was favorite Henry. I'm curious, like, why you think that. Like, I like you could be right. I'm not like, I've never played this before, so I could very well be wrong. Sounds pretty good. Why? Is it like because of the Zam? Because like, I mean, yeah, if you can like Zam on like 5-6, I'm gonna lose, or not even just 5-6. Zam on 4-6 or like 4-4 or like whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Yeah, but I feel like that's like not that easy for you to get to. Zam on 4-6 is insta win. Is it? I guess it's like sob your monkey or like sob your Badoo and then pump. Like, I guess then I'm getting Zammed again. Yeah, it's like pretty bad. I just don't know how realistic this 4-6 Zam is because I'm always gonna chase it turn 2. Like I can Cypher Prime, I can boss. And you also just like can't prize any of these one-ups. I don't really care about your attaches. Like, I mean, yeah, you do like the Badoo Monkey risky stuff. I don't know. It's like I feel like it's like pretty close. Money match right now. I mean, I don't really like care to money match it because like I don't know if it's like it's actually like that good for me. I just feel like it seems close. I don't think like the Zam just like makes it free for you, but it does. It sounds like an interesting matchup for sure. Like I mean, I know we had like some pretty good ladder games with like you like the Moltres and stuff. So yeah, we can run it sometimes. I mean, yo, Azul might need content, Henry. We gotta like start beef to get like a money match, right? Why am I down? You can see you. Sure, yeah. I don't know. It sounds interesting. I'm down to play it sometime. It like I think the pole matchup like obviously I went 10 over his pole, which like makes it look like really good, but like my opponent's definitely misplayed. And also like everyone's playing Watchtower and like Watchtower is really annoying, but there's just like so many extra tricks they get with the risky that are like pretty scary. That like would never happen in any of my games, but yeah, it does seem like a weird matchup. I don't think it's like extremely favored. Yeah, I agree. I was like saying that I was more afraid of risky to adjust it. And he's like, I don't think that like that's true. I'm like, I don't like risky's like risky Moltres is like really annoying. I think I'm unfavored against risky Moltres, honestly. Like the list you were playing on ladder, I had like 3 riskies and the Moltres and the 2/2 done. Like I was definitely unfavored against that. Like although I was like also just I didn't really know the matchup was good back then. But yeah, that was like that felt so hard. Justin was playing the tricks in top 4. Not to the same extent like Henry and I were like was happening in our games. There was some pretty crazy stuff. I don't know if Henry ever like posted the VODs, but we had some really interesting games on ladder, which nearly made me not play the deck to Indy because I'm like, bro, if I can't beat Henry, if I'm getting owned by Henry, like I can't even like win the event ever. Bro, like we're gonna fade this deck, but yeah, those were some really good games. I just knew I could do it. Thank you. Here's a shot, dude. Like those games, ladder's so awesome, bro. Like I just got to play against you 6 times in a row for free. I didn't have to like hit you up or anything. So tough. I love ladder. I love being able to just be an unemployed ladder grinder. I will probably be offline testing for Worlds. I probably will still stream some. I'm gonna try to like have a more regular stream schedule for sure, but I will not be like super open about what I'm playing. I think Henry and I were both over 1900. Like Henry's like 1940 and I was like 19, like low 19s. Yo, what's up, Makani? Tough hoodie. Thank you. It's just a black Nike hoodie, but I appreciate that. Should you buy? Yo, Loki, we do need more matching hoodies. Why am I down? So yeah, I was talking about like we dodged all the crustals, made it beat Justin, made it into cut. But even in like even in like the cut bracket, can I find like the bracket? Does it show that on here? I don't think it will. But like I was gonna hit the winner of Miguel and Tord, which like expecting Tord to lose to a Dragapult, add an IC. Did not feel very likely. So like we're in like the cut area and like me, Rahul, and Nettie, we're like all the people who got to skip ace and we're just like sitting there and like Rahul knows he's about to hit Slow King. I feel like I'm about to hit Tord, so we're just like it was a good run. Like I mean, there's nothing I can do against Tord's deck. This matchup is horrendous. Like my like best check is to like go second and like try to get up like two to four prizes. Like that's in like the tomes are so bad because he can like afford to bench a Meowth early and pick it up later or fast later. The Evital is so annoying because I have to like find Prime on a really specific turn. There's just so much bad about this list, and I knew if Tord won, I was cooked. And they also told me like, yeah, you're gonna be on stream in top 8, and like if Tord wins, I'm just gonna get cooked on stream. Like this can't happen. But luckily, Tord made some mistakes, so we got through, or Miguel got through to the top 8, and yeah, we were able to feast on Dragapult the rest of the time. Liam's list is also really, really bad for me. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Evital. I'm sure he can get in there with the Absol sometimes too. Yeah, it's bad. It's all bad. If my opponent flipped over a Zorua, I fully expected to lose. Yeah, Zoroark is a horrendous matchup, which is like pretty scary because like there weren't a lot of Zoroarks at like XO. Let me see if I can find it like round 9, round 10. Maybe let's go like one more round. Round 11. They're like a decent as Zoroarks like right like one record below me. Like there's Tor, Liam, there's John. There's like a lot of them that were just like kind of like lurking at like X2 to like X1. So like the fear of like I'm gonna hit Crustloads and I'm gonna be in the Zoro bracket and then my tournament's gonna be done was like pretty real. Yeah, I mean this deck is good against the good decks and bad against the bad decks. And not the Zoroark is bad, but uh, was Tome a known factor for testing against decks in as far as just a random IC poll? I mean, if you'd play it like I knew about like Tord playing Tome Zoroark because he was playing it on ladder. I don't remember who told me, but like someone told me like what his Smurf was for this tournament. So um yeah, I knew about it, but it's like I know my Zord matchup was like so cooked. I'm not really gonna bother thinking about it. Like if I get to the point of the tournament where I'm playing against Tord, then that's probably a W, right? I didn't think there's gonna be like that many people playing it. For sniping the cloak over the Duskull. I need to see the specific board state. I mean, we can like go into VOD review stuff if y'all want. I mean, I feel like I've kind of yapped a lot about like the run. Can kind of do more about that like within the games. People like a new Smurf for every tournament. Tor just has a ton of Smurfs. I don't know like what his exact plans with them are, but I mean, usually you'll like see an account you don't recognize playing some weird deck, and then either you see, like hear Tord posting about it in his Metafy group, or he plays it to like the next tournament, and you're like, oh, well that was Tord. Maybe Chomp. They just drew pretty bad. I don't think Pissimian's very good. Okay, thank you, Sebrew. I really did not need to hear that. Okay, yeah, let's. I feel like we can probably start. I mean, okay, the round 2 kind of sucked. I just like rolled over Josh because his deck was horrible. But I guess we could like start with like the day two game against Justin because those were like pretty cool. Now the white noise, like my first ever stream game, like the white noise was really, really annoying. But it doesn't really bother me anymore. I'm just like really used to playing Pokemon just distracted. So it's like it's kind of cool. If anything, it's probably an advantage for me because my opponents are less used to it than I am. Did you learn on winning an ASC? Uh, I don't know. Pokemon's pretty cool. I don't really know if I like learned anything like from this event that I'm gonna try to like apply to the future. Like if anything, I feel like my prep was probably worse than normal. But you know, like sometimes it's gonna be your day, and you just need to be ready when it is your day. Like I don't know. I feel like I did play really well for the most part. I just like I mean I got it done versus the matches I'm supposed to be like, but like yeah I don't know. Okay, let me get YouTube pulled up. I did not have this ready. Won Naic is actually so nice. I don't know about that. It just like it's kind of like a neutral thing to me, where it's like it's not really annoying, but also it's like not. It doesn't really like affect my thinking at all. Um, what am I looking at? Okay, NASD day 2. I think my top 40 one's Justin got like chopped off because of because it went over like 12 hours. Okay, so it's just like widescreen. I don't need to see the chat. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me pull this up. Switch to that. Does work? Kind of. Cool. It's my favorite color of Endgame. I was using pinks this weekend. They're pretty clutch. I think like the matchas and pinks are my favorite right now. They'll upload that game on Play Pokemon. Oh, they did? Okay, we'll have to take a look at that then. Oh, I guess I probably should start like the Swiss round against Justin. Think about Dragon Shields. Not a huge fan. Oh, okay. I guess the list. All right. Let's go back then. I guess let's get back a ways. Okay. I'll put it in like 1.5, and if we need to like, let's see how like have like the desktop audio muted, right? I have the headphones in, so I can't hear like what my stream is playing, but hopefully it's not chopped. I'll speed this up slightly. But yeah, Justin starts cracked this game to Buddy Poffins. Is my YouTube glitching? I don't know why like the screen just did that. How extensive was your prizing? It was just like cash, boxes, and the trophy. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna spend the money on. Probably just go to more tournaments next year. Okay, why is my YouTube buggy, bro? I really need a new computer, bro. We are getting the new computer. Why did you go back here? I do not want to see myself talk. Bro. Cooked. Very, very cooked. Okay. Professional streamer, by the way. Okay. What's a mom door references like? No, that's cool. Yeah, thank you for the $2 C-dub. I do have a new chair. I mean, the start of this game isn't anything like super interesting. It starts pretty gas. I just go for Cyrano because my hand wasn't that good. I need to set up my board. I'll stream around 2. I'll do my best to keep up with chat while like trying to coherently like commentate over the game. Let me try to speed up a little bit. It's like normal speed. I don't need to watch myself shuffling. That's lame. My speed up, does it like glitch? Like make it like glitch like that? Okay. Yeah, my hands looks like full of energy. Okay, maybe 1.5 is too fast. Maybe 1.25. It's been a while since I've reviewed something. But yeah, like here I go for the Clefairy attach. Like I could have attached to the feds, but I didn't do it. Okay, this is just being glitchy. I don't know why. It's attacking with Fez sucks. Like it is not that good. It's, like against Hammer Pull, it's bored. He's got 4 Dreepies. Yeah, we're not doing that. How important was time management during the whole run? I mean, this deck is like usually pretty clear when you should scoop, and I play pretty fast, so I didn't have too many issues with it. Like usually when you're losing, you know you're gonna lose, and yeah, you don't have that many important decisions per turn, so I've practiced with this deck so much I don't have to like think that hard through my turns. Of course, we have the power of the door. The door is always with me. I was stream. This is the first I was streaming day 2, around 13. Yeah, so it starts pretty cracked, and he got the hammerheads to like put me on Crispin next turn. Which is pretty scary. The quality's also kind of like chopped. I'm sorry. I played a lot with Stamp before Indie. I switched to Prime pretty last second before Indie. I just feel like Prime just helps a lot in the faster matchups. It gives you the advantage against stuff like Slop and Bolt and High Drop Bull. And it's like still okay against Pull, where Stamp is just like not a very high quality card. It just helps. It's like not very good against Pull. It really helps you scam your bad matches, but you're gonna lose those anyway. Oh, I was writing down my like some important stuff about Nettie's list. I was writing down like the energy split, number of boss. I think it's funny people were like I don't know. I thought that was like pretty normal. Like people were like tweeting about that. What did he write? But it's like I just wrote down stuff about his list I wanted to remember. Justin does make a pretty good play here. It's like not attached to the not attached retreat. The H1 just doesn't do anything here. So that was a pretty good call by him. I know a lot of my opponents would have attached retreated there and then basically just give up your energy for free. I do end up with boss patch, so like he lost it anyway, but it was still like the right call, I think. Because he knows I have to go for a knockout. So I do have the Ultra Ball, the patch to get the swing. Yeah, you really have to get ahead. When you pearl, you only need to get up one prize. Sorry, putting the pressure on. But if you don't have the pearl, you really need to be ahead 2 to feel comfortable. But the pearl just makes things a lot harder for the Pull. Have to play like especially when you find out early, they have to boss so many times. The Rosa does help them though. The Rosa is really annoying. Yeah, no, like having the pivot's really good. I still think it was fine for him to bench it. He had double Poffin. Okay, I had boss knockout on his cloak. What's on the other side of the door? Don't worry about it. So over to Justin here. He doesn't have like that good of a play. Like he can pull into me. Well, I mean, no, he kind of has to pull into me. Otherwise, he's in like a lot of trouble. He can still win in 3 Phantom Dive, which is like pretty reasonable. I mean, like that play gets kind of cooked by Chen Pao, but at least like forced me to find that. So he's definitely looking for that, but there's no energy on the board. So it's gonna be awkward for him to like chain these Crispins to attack, while also still finding Stamp and those other important power cards. So yeah, it's really good to get the Bolt player behind on energy, so they don't have the luxury of being able to play Lily. So Justin goes for Crispin. I believe he has Bolt and all the other stuff in his hands. And yeah, he's just gonna punch into me here. Get the damage on the Kang. Start setting up because he has to go 1, 2, 3 to win. And basically, I have to not only keep chaining attacks, then I also need to set up myself to CPOW. Like that's like the prize map for both of us. I think is pretty clear here. It's just about executing that like the most efficient way possible. But Justin shuffles is funny. It's kind of satisfying to watch. Not gonna lie. Okay, so Justin has all this stuff. He's pretty good. Cloak, hammers. I don't think he's gonna play the hammers though. Yeah, does not want to. Right, drawing more cards. He's doing stuff. A lot of energies in hand. I haven't watched his back, so it's my first time like seeing what his hand was. Door with home field advantage would have been pretty cracked. Okay, Stretcher for a cloak. It's on the list that won in Japan compared to yours. I think any list that plays Prism and Heavy Ogre Pawn is going to be very unfavored against Dragapult, so I do not think it's very good. All right, so Justin's gonna get to his bolts. And going to dive me. No stamp. Like this is one of what probably Justin's best stamp turn. Because he wants to go stamp this turn, then red card next turn. Oh yeah, he's gonna get the Fez to push for stamp. Let's see. Yeah, it does not. I mean, it doesn't find the stamp, but gets the Rosa for next turn. It's a pretty big pickup. Yeah, without Rosa, his like 1, 2, 3 prize map would just be impossible here. But yeah, the Rose is pretty gas. So thank you, Seabrew, for becoming a member. Really appreciate that. You have to go, Seabrew. And lost in an ASIM with the Prism Swap deck. I mean, the deck's like okay, but I just don't think it beats Bolt consistent enough to be like worth it. I don't care. I just wanted the door patch. Relatable. Okay. So yeah, Michael Ferry dies. Of course, spreads to Kang and then the other guys. And here we go. So I need to like my big goal for this turn is I need to get my Michael Ferry powered up, and I need to set up my board to be in a position to see POW. So I do draw the Cipher. I have set Cipher Meowth. I can get the patch, get the stadium, which yeah will be pretty good for next turn. Yeah, so I could get the patch, get the stadium, can run into them, already have energy, already have Fairy. So my board's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like hesitating on this, bro. Like, you know what to do. I do play this Dusk Ball here, I think, after this, which was like maybe questionable. But I really wanted to get another Kangaskhan down. So like even if Justin bumped my stadium, I would still have Kang in play to like keep drawing cards. And it's not like Dusk Ball is like the best draw off a stamp. I end up not finding Kang. So I end up just taking the Fez, I think. Yeah, I mean it's just fine to have on the board. Oh, what's your vision with like into Worlds considering it? I mean, I would love to play it to Worlds, but it like depends on how well positioned I think it is. Like I don't know how it'll be against the Ghost Veil deck or any of the other like new decks that come up. Cause it's like very much like an anti-meta like counter box kind of deck. So yeah, this is like one little thing that you can do versus Pulse is like when you know you're gonna get stamped or red carded, like always just try to bench as many Pokemon as you can, just so like I don't want to get stamped and like redraw another Latias. Like that would be terrible. Like I know I'm gonna have to see POW eventually anyway, so I still want like the one bench space, but I mean this is like -1 card I'm gonna have in my deck later. Sometimes it can take -2. So Justin is trying to get yeah, trying to get like Rosa stamp or Rosa red card this turn. I maybe should not have put that extra psychic on my active. That may have been a mistake. Yeah, the Watchtower is funny. It is sometimes bad. I mean, that happens in my top 8 game. My opponent Watchtowers me, and it's like, oh, sick! I can discard this damaged Pokemon for free. Okay, so Justin's doing all this stuff. But I don't know if he finds red card or stamp this turn. I think he finds red card. I think I should have gone 2/2. Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad. All right, there's the Rosa. It's a pretty broken card. I think like Justin's list is like really I don't know. Like all the pull lists are like uniquely annoying, but like the 3-stretcher Rosa was like pretty obnoxious. The Rosa especially. So I get red carded. I need to I need to find C-POW this turn. And I of course need to go to tech with Clefairy. So I do have I think 2 Ultra in my hand right now. Yeah, so I draw pretty well off that. I don't think I'd put an Ultra yet though. Dude, it's like in 220p, bro. What the heck? Let's see if I can like make the quality a little bit better. It's like really bad. I don't know if like my computer will like 1080, but we'll try. Okay. So yeah, I'm like debating, I think going for Cypher here. But I really wanted to just like raw draw this Crispin, so I can have a Clefairy in play. So I go for the run errand. I do find the Crispin, which means I can get my Clefairy powered up. I can get a backup Clefairy on my board, and I can C-Pow away my Kangaskhan. And I wanted to, I opted for a second Clefairy over a second Kang, or like benching Kang and then bumping away my old Kang, because like I didn't want there to be. I mean, Kang may have just ended up being useless if he hits like hammer and boss and like punches. Um, I also just had like so many outs to like Crispin and Patch here. Like I think like looking through my deck, I have like all four Meows. I think I still like three Crispins, couple Ultra Balls, couple Dusk Balls. Like if I get stamps, I'm really favored to draw this Crispin. Um, So I'm not. I just need to have this Clefairy on the board. That's gonna be the one thing that could go wrong. So I'm like taking forever on this search. I don't remember. I think I was like debating whether I wanted to go Kang or Clefairy. Okay, we're doing this stuff. Pretty tough. You make fun of Azul within your skill. I did not think of Azul at all, but it is funny how that worked out. Thank you, Gesture. So yeah, we got everything we needed, but I mean, there's still like one final check to survive. Like he's gonna go stamp and punch me, and I have to find, yeah, one more attack, which like I have a lot of outs to in my deck, so we should be good. So get the Rondo. The big scary part for him is, or for me, is his hammers, because he can with a couple heads, maybe put himself in a spot where he doesn't have to kill this Clefairy, and can instead just like punch into Fez. So yeah, that would be like worst case scenarios. He gets a hammerheads and then can just like boss and punch my Fez and then be able to set up to win next turn. Oh yes, I also could sob the Fez or the Badoo. But yeah, Prime was my last prize. It's gonna be like kind of awkward to Gust. Sorry, you guys Meowth gets the boss, just the thin. What's weird is like he definitely messed up and didn't play the boss. I don't remember, like I don't remember what he was thinking exactly. He goes to flip. I think finds stamp off of this, or finds something that he was looking for here. Here comes your throw. Oh yeah. I mean, it ended up mattering, but people were like making fun of or like saying Justin was cheating here at the shuffling because he like memorized the order of his cards. But like, even if he did do that, all those cards are like terrible. It's like Pokepads and I mean, there's a stamp. Whatever. This guy was not stacking. I'm pretty sure I tapped his deck too. Like I could have cut if I thought he was cheating. And of course, this guy hits double hammerheads on me. Very rude. But yeah, definitely should have. I think after the one hammerheads, he should have bossed and punched my Fez, and not given me Fez draw. You're guaranteed to hit stamp because you Meowth. Yeah, because you had the Dunsparce as well. Oh yeah, you hit the second hammer. Yeah. So this is like, we definitely should be playing boss here. It never should knock me up. We go straight into the stamp. Yeah. And that's like super sketchy for me. These hammers, even when they don't seem like they matter that much, they can still like matter if you find enough of them on a crucial turn. Luckily for Justin, he finds the boss and the stadium bump, which is pretty big, so I can't Meow. So this 100% should have been punch Fez. Doesn't matter because I find a Crispin. But my odds. Oh no, I didn't even have an area here done. Oops. Oh, it's like partially sped up. He's not actually shuffling that like quite that fast. So yeah, that like definitely chose the wrong thing there. You just punched Latios, yeah. and I do have the Crispin to win. So it didn't matter that Justin did what he did, but yeah. Um, I don't think I like made any mistakes in that game. I maybe could have. Look at the Dusk Ball that one turn I like maybe could have saved, but I didn't really want that in my deck later, so I was like probably fine. So Justin's shuffle is so aggressive. It is, but it's like kind of satisfying to watch. Yeah, at this point we like ask how much time's left in the rounds, and there's like 25 minutes left because we were like yapping and having like a good time the first game, and I was like, wait. I mean, I think neither one of us really wanted to tie. Like a tie was basically a loss for. Well, a tie was okay for me, but then I was kind of afraid of Crystal, so. I think his shuffle is perfectly legal. It's just, you know, interesting to watch. Yeah, we were having too much fun. Like you can see those one point after like he missed a hammer like or hit a hammer game one. I think I like emoted. Like we were having a great time. Oh, Alex had a lot of bad matchups. Zam, Crystal, Punch Crow, Zoroark. Okay. Can we skip ahead a little bit here? Okay. So yeah, only 25 minutes left. We were low-key not locked. You still see me goofing off and smiling, like, come on, bro, lock in. So not a good start for Justin. Opens the Meowth. I prized triple psychic for the second time. I did that on stream round 2. Yes, I will be World's Pal. Pretty excited about that. Yes, like every time I would play Dusk Ball, I'd be like, I hate this card, I hate this card. So I was saying that, and then I hit nothing off it. So like I throw it on the table because like, bro, of course I hate this card. It's horrible. Um. So yeah, my hand's horrible. I have no out to Kang or Crispin or Meowth or anything. So no, I can't be a Julius. Okay, and then Justin top decks with Poffin, which makes his board go from pretty terrible to like significantly better than mine. And yeah, there's not really too much to talk about this game. I mean, I guess there's like when I concede, but like my hand is atrocious. I spoiler alert, never draw out of this. Justin's basically just playing solitaire. I mean, yeah, I feel like we can just kind of like. I mean, I think Justin does all his stuff. Flips a hammer, gets tails. Attached to the Meowth. Then I just go attach pass or attach sob. My hand's just atrocious. So I think Justin just tucktails this turn. We've hits a hammer as well, or no, but I think just pushed up the Dunsparce EX, which is like really smart. Or not the Dunsparce EX, the Dunsparce. Holy turn length, Justin locking. Oh, I think they did give it. Oh no, this is like when they like didn't know which Dreepy he evolved. I mean, Justin knew it. The judges thought he didn't. So I get tucktailed. I do draw like another blank, but I'm like waiting to see if like Justin messes up his like if Justin dives me this next turn, I could maybe win because I can like knock it with Clefairy and force him on Crispin every single turn, which like maybe is winning. But he's smart and splits the energies, knowing I don't really have any kind of like real threat on him here, and yeah, I think I top deck another blank card and pick it up. I mean, yeah, I just bricked. Not really too much to talk about. So when chip I covered, you're lucky dodging some crystals. Yeah, and it wasn't even just round 10. Like it was like round 9. Round after that, it was a pretty lucky round for sure. But yeah, I was like really scared about tying here because like I didn't know how the other Crystals games were going. I did not want to be back in that bracket with a tie, so very high urgency here. But I'm still like smiling and laughing and joking, bro. Gotta lock in, bro. Not serious at all. This Alloutblitzle guy. Pablo's yapping about something. or losing an asim was very lucky. Non-draggable matchups. I mean, usually my deck was just basically more better and more consistent than theirs. All right, so only 60 minutes left, which is like enough time, but not that much time. Oh, Justin kept mulliganing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember looking at my hand and my hand was chalked, but I'm pretty sure Justin mulliganed twice. So here we go. Yeah, blessed by the 2 mulligans. I go attach pass again, I think. Just not too happy back. See me shaking my head a little bit, but my hand is okay, why am I like freezing? I think I need to refresh my YouTube tab because my Mac is terrible. And of course we go back. Why does it keep going back to this part of the stream, bro? I don't want to see myself talk. I want to please go back to where we were, bro, please. Okay. It's like a little bit. We're like. Okay, yeah, there we are. Another well swing attached pass, but my hand's like decent. On old Mac, it's like 3 or 4 years old. It's not great. Is that your mom who did the Be Nice shot? Yes, that was my mom. Bruh. Yeah, this thing's like pretty. It's like it's done its job. I'm getting a new PC. So Justin's start is okay. Gets energy on Dreepy. Has to Meowth, which is like never great, but gets to play the game. Oh, I think I didn't have the speed increase yet. Oops. We do not want to watch Justin shuffle. So yeah, I think he draws a couple of Poffins here. Has a pretty broken board. Was that triple Poffin? I really think it's just 2. This guy just you see me shaking my head. I'm like, oh, okay, like of course, but this guy always has it. Still messing around. Still not locked. All right, so it did press the 4-3 back over to me, and my hand is like, okay, we are pumping, and it's like not great, but it is good enough. Yeah, like wait, I don't remember what my hand is here, but like usually pumping early rest pull it's terrible because then your board's trash and you get stamped. But I'm able to prime and pump double Dreepy, which is like it's still not good for me. I still do not like this position, especially if Justin can stamp me this turn. I'm probably losing the game. But it gives me like a comfortable lead where like I can have some off turns and still be okay. I usually do a combination of both riffle and mash. This is even 2x speed. This is just 1.5 or 1.25. So yeah, Justin just needs to like chill here and find disruption, which is like not gonna be super easy because he doesn't have too much draw. But I mean, I'm probably just like not doing anything for the next couple turns, at least one turn. It's funny watching Gumi shuffle in double speed. Very satisfying. Yeah, only 11 minutes left, so it's like not too much time. And Justin just has a million actions, so. All right, yup. Not, I mean, finds a stretcher. Maybe there's 2 stretchers. It's a lot. Double pull, pretty good. I think he just leaves the done active this turn. I think I can't remember. I think the area like dropping area 0 for me might have been a misplay. It didn't really do anything, and I mean it's like thin -1 for a stamp, so maybe it was okay. Not sure. I mean, that like may have been wrong. Cause like it's like pretty likely to get bumped, but I'm not sure I care. I tapped like a Dusk Ball, which like hopefully lets me Cyrano. Like if I can Cyrano this turn, I'm feeling pretty good. Which I do get the Meowth, or did I find Latios off prizes? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I have the Telly, of course. Okay. Yeah, so now my board's pretty good. I'm just turboing. Like now this spot is like really good for me because I know that like Justin has to just like swing and not like can't disrupt me on the turn that I swing, which is just like on the turn that he swings. I mean, so I'm only under one more turn of hand disruption, which is like really good. So I'm never going to three. There's a Meowth on board. I can just chill until I can take two prizes. So I have to survive one stamp or one red card. So this is pretty good for me. I'm feeling pretty good about this game. It's just like the clock is kind of my enemy. Like it's not like Justin has a lot of actions naturally, so like I can't waste time at all. Um, Hammer got tails. Okay, I didn't actually remember the result of that hammer. That draws. Let's see. I don't remember what happened this turn. Justin just dive me? I don't remember at all. You should boss Wellspring here. If you had heads. Yeah, probably. I'm giving him the die. Yeah, I'm like, I'm fully locked in. I'm fully locked in. On a boss Wellspring, like, maybe is still correct this turn. I mean, with the heads for sure, that would have been pretty broken. But yeah, I guess like the Crispin's probably better, and then you should like stick stamp next turn to maybe get you back in the game. You don't really get on Blaziken that way. You just have to try to either keep it off the board, or if they ever bench lock, you can sometimes sob the Blaziken into 280 the next turn, but it's not a very good matchup. Basically, you're saying Turbo decks have to compensate for other decks actions taking time. No, this is just like the spot, like the moment, like the situation where like Dragon Ball has a lot more actions, and I really don't want to tie. Like it's not Justin's fault that it takes him longer to play his turns than like mine do. Like he has more actions and has to put more thought into each action. Keep rolling it off the table. It's another tails, which is pretty good. I don't think his pace of play was bad. He just has a lot of actions. When one's well turned in, he's a pro. Yeah, so this is like not. I mean, this is not a very good spot for Justin. I can just go attack, and win. Yeah, my hand's pretty good. I'm like debating whether I want to Meowth or not. I think I do Meowth for Cyrano here just to like make my board better. Yeah, there's Cyrano. I know the only way I lose is getting scammed. Oh, I think I do CPAL this turn actually. CPAL my Kang away. Yep, pretty good, pretty good. Also lets me thin, which is like pretty nice. I don't want to draw these dudes off a stamp. So yeah, at this point, I have a Pearl Clip very active. I'm gonna bump my damaged Kang. It's like the only way I lose is just like I don't know, it's like really hard for me to lose ever. Um but it would be getting scammed. Like not now my board's broken. Like my only enemy is the clock. Like Justin needs to attack 3 times. I have Kang Fez. Like I think Justin's best bet this turn is to like have only one bench Pokemon and Phantom Dive me, which is like semi-reasonable, I think. So he also could like drop 6 on my Clefairy, but it still like it takes him a lot of time to actually like convert that spot. I think he ends up having to bench Fez. I can't remember. I don't know what they're doing with these camera angles. I never seen this. My first time watching this back. Boss, yeah, 2 heads. We've already played 3 hammers, I think. I'm not sure what's happening with this. Uh, I guess Justin can win in 2 attacks if he gets like the risky involved, but he has to draw insanely well for that to happen. U-type overlay. Yeah, I don't know why they switched to this. Like, what was going wrong backstage, but I mean, here we are. Yeah, I mean, I think like your only play is to like Dunsparce draw, have only one on bench and punch, but then you still like lose to boss energy. Like it's just so bad. This spot is like impossibly bad. We can't even like get the jet headbutt. Wait, could we have gone boss jet headbutt the Clefairy? The bench Clefairy maybe? I don't know. It's like still really bad. I probably can just win by like swinging there. Yeah, it's like pretty bad. I was counting his hammers here, and then Justin swings into me. Yes, it's like pretty hard for me to knock him out this turn. I need a lot. I need Stadium. I need a couple Pokemon, but I don't need to win this turn. I also can just like Sob Trap his Meowth, and he can't really win. So I'm gonna try to like max up my odds to do that because I'm already done the Prime Catcher, so Cypher doesn't really work. I just go straight into the Kang, which gets me the energy. So now I can Ultra Ball, or no, I just have Boss, so I can Sob Trap the Meowth. There's only 2 minutes left right now, so I know this is basically guaranteed win for me, but the clock is my enemy here. And okay, we finally moved back to the normal overlay. Justin flipped his last Crushing Hammer. I think I don't remember this one gets heads, which doesn't matter too much. Yeah, that power was pretty good value. Yeah, so Justin's just thinning, I think. Yeah, he just like wants to like just try to tuck tail this out eventually and start swinging again. That's gonna take forever. Probably not enough time left in the match for it, but still worth going for. Yeah, Middle from the clock goes for a Lily. I'm like fidgeting like crazy because like I'm trying for it to be my turn again. Yeah, I'm counting his hammers. It's like in my mind, I know I win in 2 turns with Latios guaranteed. So I just need to give myself 2 turns. Which like is like always happens, right? I didn't want anything stupid to happen. So yeah, I mean shout out Justin for like not doing anything silly with like actions and stuff. So I go straight into the Crispin, trying to have crazy urgency here. I think I just do that and Sob like fix the board later. I think I have like stuff I could like technically play to thin, but I just need to make sure we have enough time. I believe I have Meowth for game next turn, but you know, just gotta make sure of it. Only 1 energy for Justin. Even if he could tuck tail, I don't think it mattered because I still have. I mean, I can still just Eon Blade. Like that's why I powered up the Latios instead of Clefairy, because just meant no matter what, even if he could tuck tail. We got there. Yeah. And yeah, it doesn't have the tuck tail. I draw. Ultra Ball, Crispin, Meowth, Energy, and bang, Eon Blade for game. Pretty tough. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there was like too many. I mean, the game 2 was a non-game, and I don't know, like this deck's like weird, where it's like you don't have like that many like important actions, but it's just like managing your resources and your board to like maximize your odds constantly. Against Slowking, you just want to try to go like 1, 2, 3, like knock out Latios, knock out the Slowking, and knock out Kangaskhan with Koraidon. So that was cool. They didn't even give me an interview because we had to go straight to the next round. And I just ID'd into cut after that. So yeah, so they streamed ASIM. Ross got it done versus Bon. So yeah, now here we are up against Miguel in top 8. I was really, I mean, I was on the same side of the bracket as Tord. Was really hoping Tord would lose because, yeah, of course, if I play against Tord, that's going to be very, very bad. Yeah. So up against Miguel, I knew he was playing Pole. I was like pretty scared of the Evital going into this set. It's like really hard for them to use because they need to like usually find like one of their couple dark energies plus a boss early in the game. But it just like gives them a way to kind of sack you. The Zorg matchup is horrible. Like I'm probably like 1090 into Tord's list. Okay, so we can skip the shuffling. Don't need to see my tough mass shuffles. They even zoomed in on it, bro. They know it's tough. They know I got the cleanest shuffles in the game. Not really, but okay. I do think I have. Okay, bro. Why are you? Like, why are we lagging? Like I have to like refresh my page again. Shout out the judges for giving me a pen every round. I stopped bringing pens to tournaments because I would just lose them. I usually just use the one on whatever one's on the table. All right. Okay, we're lagging. We have to restart. It's gonna like take me back to the interview thing, bro, isn't it? It's gonna give me an ad, even better, bro. Make sure the Pokemon channel gets gets paid, bro. Okay. Sure, man. Take me back to the interview, bro. We all want to see that. Okay. High quality streamer over here. So yeah. What's the trick to bringing sleeve cards? Oh, to bridging sleeve cards? I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like I've just been doing it for years and years. I don't know. I mean, I just do it. Okay, let me get my settings fixed here. I'm so chopped. Can afford YouTube Premium? Yeah, yeah, true. Maybe if I'm watch partying more stuff, I'm like kind of down. All right, surprise cards here. The prime catcher in CPAL at the very top is really bad. Especially, I mean, the prime catcher normally wouldn't be that big of a deal, but like he's playing the Evital, so I do sort of need it. All right. See, I don't remember. I think my start team was not that good, if I recall. I know it was like really bad in one of these games. I don't know. This is like fine. This game. I have like Ultra Ball and Attach Retreat. Oh, my hand was just awkward. I think I had like 3 Ultra Balls in it, and Crydon was my only Terra in hands. He prize card from the top. I mean, I wish I did. It'd be very good this set. So yeah, I don't think my hand was like all that good though. I'm dropping my cards because like my fingers don't work. Don't know why, but I was having a really hard time shuffling on stream. Like I'm sure y'all noticed that. I hope. I mean, yeah. Touch retreats. Draw 2. Crossel is an auto loss. Yes. So my hand is like pretty good for next turn. Or it's like okay. Like Itchy Pond is like not the best. His hand is pretty mid though. Only a couple Pokepads and a Meowth. I would usually just check my energies, my ace spec and my ciphers. And then I would like give like an exact count, or like I would also like count my Clefairies against Pult as well. And then I would like maybe later in the game like count specific stuff if it looks like it would be relevant for the game, but I don't think you need to like super thoroughly check with the stack. Because it's not worth time and mental energy. But I always make sure I have like knowing your exact energy is important for Crispin and stuff. Okay. So yeah, he goes double Pokeball for Dreepies, has a Meowth to get Lilies. Which like okay start. I mean, he'd definitely rather not bench the Meowth, but that two crushing hammers he had to shuffle. Well, I can't talk. Two crushing hammers he had to shuffle back in. Unlucky. I don't think Pissimian by itself is enough to win Crustle without any recoveries, so I mean, Pissimian could be okay if more people are playing Dunsparce EX moving forward, but I don't think it beats Crustle. But yeah, I feel let this guy win NIC. Yeah, no Make-A-Wish NIC run, bro. Alright. I mean, yes, a lot of the Pokemon cards just don't matter. Like, you don't care if you have 4 Kangaskhan in your deck. You don't really care if you have, as long as you have a Fez or a Latias, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's good to know, like your Chenpao, your Meowths, and your Clefairies. But that's, like, about it. So, yeah, Miguel's start is pretty good here. I can't remember if he attached retreats or not. How often was your hand 10 cards with a random pokes? It happens a decent amount where your hand's just all Pokemon. I don't like this retreat and well, okay, actually this is like okay for McGill. Like I don't have Latias or Clefairy in play. That's like fine. Usually Badoo's like not that good in this matchup though. I'm kind of forced to take things kind of slower if I don't run Aaron into Latias. Which I don't, but I do get the Cyrano, which is like pretty good pickup. Remember to take the picture of the door for Flap? Do I want to? Alright, so yeah, just Cyrano set on my board. I have to resort to attacking next turn, which is like not ideal. But there is like this Meowth on the board for Miguel, so like I can afford to take a slower. Like I feel better about taking a slower line because like I always can like start the game by taking 2 on that Meowth. I don't remember if I have an energy drop here or not. I don't think I do, if I remember right. Yeah, I don't. I don't. I think I should have just like not benched these. I can't remember if he played Judge or not, but if he doesn't play Judge, I just should not have benched any of this. I'm guessing he did play Judge if I'm doing all this. So bench, pass. So I am trying to probably sub the Meowth the next turn. Flash out Ultra Line turn 1. I don't think I had like a really clean Ultra Ball. Anyway, I think it was fine. I had Meowth for like Cyrano. I was like kind of chill with that. The NC champ feeling. Pretty good, pretty good. So we kind of stamped. The card's pretty good. I don't remember what he does this turn. Just goes for a Crispin. Oh, does he like not have Dracloaks? I can't remember. I remember like very little about this set. Yeah. Well, I remember the end game of this game. It actually a pretty cool end game. And I remember like a checkmate that I set up game 2. But I do not remember anything else really. It's being an NAC champion. Thank you. Back over to me. I mean, I'm just like trying to. I mean, sub the Meowth is like pretty good. I don't remember what I'm thinking. I think I'm like debating whether I want to cipher or not. I do just draw. On the boss. I still don't have energy though. Kind of confused why I didn't just like cipher for energy and just solve the Badoo maybe. Oh, I just. Why did I think this was okay again? I just like swing. This was like always the plan, I guess, because I ran Aaron first. Trying to think like why I did this. Oh yeah, I was gonna mold. That's right. I was gonna Moltres. Yes, of course. I wasn't about to send up my Clefairy to die, but I knew that like if he went boss killed this turn, I could still I could still like force him to go through a Procol Fairy and be okay. Um and yes, we have the Moltres Knockout here, which is actually like pretty good. I have the single prizer active. What's your snack food strategy during regionals? I usually like pack some like a box of Cliff Bars and just have them whenever I feel hungry in between rounds. Um and sometimes I usually try to go to like a CVS or something like the night before to like get some drinks just to have in my bag. But if I can't do that, I'll usually just try to buy like something at the venue. So yeah, his hand's like pretty good response. Has the evolved energy to stamp. Um, wait, when did the dart go on the monkey door? Was that like this last turn? I don't remember. That was like the Crispin turn, I think. Okay, so right, we're gonna get stamped. And like, I think this is like actually really scary if my Fez gets bossed. That'd be quite bad. I don't remember what happens though. There's maybe an argument that I shouldn't have swung that last time. Maybe I should have passed again. Not sure. I could have just waited. No boss though, which is like really good for me. Is the pencil like really bad? Ooh, there's a boss. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. I don't remember what happens. Did he just not boss this turn? I feel like I'm in like such a losing spot if my Fez gets punched. No, the boss comes down. It should be on Fez. I'm pretty sure it was on Fez. Correctly. Sure, yeah. It's not good for me. But he's like, I guess like starting to run into like a real energy problem. Like as long as I can't, like I see an Ultra Ball or Meowth to get my Clefairy powered up, and Miguel's gonna start to have issues with energies. Already has summon discard, does not play Rosa. So might be able to Phantom Dive me next turn, but that last Phantom Dive's gonna be really hard. And, oh yeah, I had 2 Crispins, bro. Like, yeah, I like watching this back now. I'm like, man, this spot doesn't seem that good, but it's like, okay, I guess I just had it like that. I just forgot. My bad. I mean, I have a lot of outs. I have 3 of each. Like Ultra Ball, Meowth, Crispin. Like it's chill. It's like not that lucky. But I do have KO here though. I like probably lose on the spot. But we didn't, so we're feeling pretty good. Yeah, so this like forces Miguel to find Crispin this turn, and even if Miguel finds Crispin this turn, I can still probably return knockouts his Pulse, and I don't think he can chain attacks. And he also might already have some energy problems. I can't remember because he's only playing 3/3/3, I think. And already had some in discard. Yeah, it does not have. Oh no, it has just enough. Well, I think he makes a pretty big misplay this turn. It's like kind of starting to come back. Like I'm pretty sure he put on a Watchtower this turn or something like bad like that. Attacking with Latias is usually a terrible idea unless you're using it to close out the game, because sure you may one-shot a Pult, but it's really bad that you live, because then you will just get like stamped or red carded and punched into, and you won't get Kang or Fez draw there. So usually the only situation where attacking with Latias is good is like when their bench is so small you can't go fairy them. How do you think your deck is? Is it the final form of 2 prize decks? I think it is by far the best version of Basic Box or like any of those style decks, but it is just like really risky. I think it was fine for this tournament because Alakazam was such a terrible meta call. But yeah, it's like The deck's okay. I don't think it's like BDF, right? Like I still am like not sure if like I had the best deck in the room. Like my deck was really good, but there's some pretty good decks. Oh, I just had 190. I still I mean that's like that is interesting actually. You but like uh I don't know. This was like better if I get red carded, right? I don't know. That is interesting. I didn't think of that. That like maybe it was better. But if they don't red card, I'm like winning regardless. I think, right? Like, yeah, no, this is like what why did I did was fine. Like, yeah, if I get to keep my hand of Crispin plus flip. Wait, no, I wasn't gonna have flip. No, it was like probably better actually. I just need to draw a Crispin off of this. It's like still not that good of a spot. I don't know. That's interesting. I would have had Crispin plus, or I would have had Clefairy on board at least. Oh, here the judges were giving him a warning for under shuffling, I think. Yeah, so I pretty much need to just Phantom or Clefairy this turn to win the game, because he has so many energies in discard and doesn't play Rosa. Well, I guess it's like pretty interesting. I didn't even think of that. That like may have been better. Okay, so yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, I think it's like they had like bring over like a translator and like everything, because Miguel didn't understand what the judges were like saying to him. I think was the issue. I don't remember. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah. He was only like mashing like 3 times, and the judges were like, "Hey, please shuffle more," and he didn't understand what the judges were asking. I actually broke my YouTube trying to skip ahead. Nice. All right, so yeah, I get knocked out here. I do Dusk Ball into the Clefairy. I'm pretty sure I have the Crispin as well, which is like pretty lucky, I think. Cause I was like Dusk Balling into like 4 cards. It was like, dude. Cause well yeah, like 4 cards get red cards at the bottom. So I'm essentially Dusk Balling into 3 cards, and I hit the Clefairy, and then I top deck the Crispin, which is like pretty lucky. Um so yeah, now this game is like functionally over because Miguel has like no energies left. Has like just enough energies to tap with 1 more pull, but that's it. So this end game gets a little weird, but it's like not that uncomplicated. This is so bad. Why is my YouTube lagging, bro? I don't care about that. I love how every time I refresh, it goes back to the same spot. Like, bro, I do not care. I do not want to see myself talk, bro. I forget where we're at exactly, or what the timestamp was. It was like basically here, right? Yeah. Professional streamer, by the way. Okay. That's fix the settings. We're gonna be back in just a moment. Yay. Dude, I do not know what's happening. I apologize. Please. Yes, we will be getting a new PC, bro. Say congrats, surprise you up there cheering for. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Why didn't you play like Conceal Mask in your deck? Because Conceal Mask doesn't really help you with anything. Like the draw, like you don't want to play very many energy, so the draw is not that good, and it's a massive liability against anything with a Moltres in it. Like you're not like Bolt, you don't need energies in play. It just doesn't really help you. and your attacks are so cheap. It's like bad to play a bunch of energies. First place is 25,000. So yeah, I mean, he didn't have any energies in deck to Crispin. And has to find his last Night Stretcher to even Phantom Dive at all. Yeah, so it's like a pretty gross spot for him. I don't know why we retreated here. This Jet Headbutt doesn't really. I guess he don't get sobbed. Well, no, it's still like not that good. It's like fine, I think. But now it makes his line like, or it makes my path to victory like a little bit easier, I think. But like, I guess it was maybe okay. Maybe like the sob was just too scary. It probably was. So I'm doing a quick energy counts. And all I have to do on my turn is like I know all he has is one dark and one stretcher left. So the dark has to come down to retreat this Meowth. So I can just punch with Moltres, force out the last energy, and mean any boss or gust in the future means I win the game because I'll have to send his last two energies to retreat and then Phantom Dive. But then can't retreat out again after that. So even if I don't have a powered up attacker, Miguel would still lose. Can I get a new door with the money? I need a new one. This one works fine. So yeah, this game is like, I mean, it's not like fully over, I guess, because there's still like some. Well, no, this game is like no, it's not fully over. Because he's in a Jet Headbutt. My Moltres technically wins with like boss next turn, right? I had to hope that he didn't have that. I maybe could have just ciphered the turn before. I'm not sure. The Moltres may have been the Moltres may have been actually, yeah, now that I think about it, the Moltres was just bad because like I win with boss anyway, right? So like the Moltres getting Jet Headbutt made Miguel's win con a lot easier. So I should have just left like Wellspring or something else in the active spot. So he didn't just have game this next turn. It was like a lot of pieces for him to like get his last stretcher. It was I think down 1 and 2 boss as well. But that's probably a mistake on my part. I didn't need the Moltres. For the fans to celebrate, and I see when there should be a NSC celebratory door stream. Yo, you're not wrong. No, I don't like playing high rarity. I might like buy a Clefairy to have, but I don't think I'm gonna play with high rarity. I was already shaking when I knew the game. I don't think I was shaking. I wasn't like, if I was shaking, it wasn't like conscious. When the crowd got really loud cheering, I could, yes. They have like a payout website thing you have to like go through. They don't just give you a huge check, no. So here I just need to like find boss or find Crispin. Got lucky he didn't have the stretcher or boss in hands. He drawn to both of them here. Well, no, he needs to be able to play to win the game. And I just cipher stacked game. Like he knows I put boss on top, so to disrupt my cipher and to make it like make sure he can draw into game. Yes, early Evital is a huge like problem, but it's like so unrealistic for them to get to. Like they have to have the right energy. Probably have to find a boss as well. And that's like open Badoo or like be able to pre-bench the Evital. So it's like not that good. Or it's like it's not very realistic. So hammer is not. I mean, that wasn't even like that impactful of a hammer. I ciphered for boss because like if I bossed the Meowth, I just won the game. Because Miguel would have been out of energies. So yeah, just goes for Phantom Dive. Takes 3. Well, actually, does he pass? I think he probably should have passed. He said game in hand the next turn. Loses the boss regardless. Definitely should have passed. Yeah, I remember like being in the moment, like, oh, he's gonna pass, right? Like or Jet Headbutt. I think I just have the boss in hand, but I wanted to like win faster. I'm pretty sure I had boss in hand. Yeah. I mean, there's Champao, Bump Stadium. Yeah, I do have boss. I mean, boss the Meowth or the Fez or anything would have just been game because he's out of energies, but I don't know. I just wanted to win the faster, I guess. I don't remember why I did. I could have just shown him the boss and we could have gone to game, whatever. I did know that I was out of psychic energies, which is good. Yeah, because otherwise I got like nothing off that Crispin. Yep. Cypher, making sure I shuffle up because I didn't want to get like DPL because the judge is like, oh, you didn't shuffle and you like drew and did all that stuff. Take a Kang into the cards, get the pat or the telepathic retreats, and take game one. Just like an interesting game for sure. I didn't get like the fastest start, but really having no Rosa is like such a big deal because like it means that like you don't have to just win off a prize race. There's like a very real like resource war you can win as well. Like it just means that they just have to draw so much better to win when it hits like 9 energies and yeah, and no Rosa. Here, thank you, Christina. Appreciate that. Okay. So yeah. I was like pretty scared of the Evital way into the match, but like after that like first game I was like, I don't think I care too much anymore. Well, it's like funny. It's like I played a lot of games against like Holt with Evital, and it's like annoying, and I don't know why I was afraid of it though, because like this play never actually comes up. This like never actually happens. It's funny that like Prime was my last prize though. That could have been really bad. Yep. And I don't remember the early game or mid game of this one at all. Don't remember what happens. Yeah, he goes first, of course. Oh yeah, opens Evital. That's scary. Because yeah, clutching my Kang is really, really annoying. So yeah, I think he goes Drippy Badoo actually. Well, I remember him like debating whether he wanted to like retreat, but like leave Badoo or Evital active. So surprise checking. There may be another Poffin in the hand. I can't remember. Probably go all BJ. Yo, thank you, Butterdog. It goes for Drippy Badoo. I remember he didn't retreat into Badoo though, which like doesn't really make sense. I got like, this is a dark in hand too, right? Or am I? No, I guess there's no dark. Because you already have, if you think you're gonna live, you already have the pivot in the Evital. But if you thought I don't know. I don't think. I think the retreat definitely should have happened. So yeah, now like, Badoo is like pretty bad against my deck. I either just like have all my stuff and set up. Like if I like don't find C or no for some reason. I mean, you just probably draw into Badoo next turn and win, right? Or not, at least make it so like I couldn't set up, like you have the Evital there already. So yeah, that didn't make too much sense. Definitely should have retreated. So yeah. I do have the Latios, Clefairy, Crispin without even using Run Errand yet, which is pretty broken. I did price 2 Terras. That's annoying. But this does mean I'm pretty much guaranteed to take the first 2. The Cridon was very good against the 1 slot box I hit. Other than that, it was a Terra sometimes, but never an attacker. But I also hit no Slow Kings, so it would have been pretty good for that. To grab the Fez. If I would have known I had 1 Terra in my deck, I maybe would have grabbed the Wellspring, but that's okay. How's the deck compared to the other basic? But I think this deck is by far the best way to play basic box, like those style of decks. You have by far the best pull matchup, and you're favored into all the other aggressive decks as well. So yeah, retreat and swing. No Evital, so it's gonna be really hard ever to get retreat locked. Guaranteed to take the first 2. My board is pretty strong, or relatively stable at least. There are a couple crushing hammers in his hand, which is like always fun. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not over for Mikael though. Like, it's just like classic Bolt game of like I need you to whiff for one turn. If I just two mask, gotta change things. Like, it's just a waste of space for me. It's like a couple. I just don't think that like you don't want to play that many energies to begin with because your attackers are all pretty cheap. So the draw part of it is not that valuable because you just want to keep a smaller energy count. And then against some Polt lists, it's just bad to have Teal Mask versus like any other Terra because of multis, but mainly just like the energy thing. Like you don't want to play a bunch of grass, so you don't get that much value out of Teal Lance. And Sob is just like so broken. You Sob so much against Polt, or really you can really use it against anything. Definitely used Sob more this weekend than I used Wellspring. I got Torrential Pump, I mean. And also against Hammers, Patch is just way better than E-Switch. She finds another hammer. How do you would pull into this? No idea how to play the matchup. I mean, like the Dream is like you can swing on 5/6. Like you go first and can swing on 5/6. If you can't do that, you just have to make the Clefairy player miss for a turn, which is usually best done by like bossing Fez, hitting like one hammer and stamping, and trying to take like one 4 prize turn. But that's like not that easy to pull off. I think you put all 4 hammers and only hit 1 heads. Which is definitely unfortunate. Oh, did he even get us another Dracula here? No. Okay, I think I like bossed this turn. Definitely not using the I don't, yeah, using like the after hitting 3 tails, I think using the 4th one was pretty bad. Using the 2 like pre-Lily I think was okay. But yeah. Definitely should not have played the 4th. Because if you like Hammerhead, I don't know. It's just such a cooked board state. Okay. So yeah, now we're guaranteed to be up 3 prizes. So I mean, that's not even that good. Like there's not really like that big of a difference for me being on like 3 versus 4. So I'd probably like rather chill a lot of the time. Can't remember if I end up chilling or not. We just always want to attack with Clefairy. Yeah, Clefairy is your main attacker. It's a lot better to attack with Clefairy against Polt than it is to attack with Kang, because as long as you get up 2 prizes or you have the Pearl attached, you're pretty happy that your Clefairy dies because you can just power up, you get Fast Draw, you can pretty easily power up another one. But if they punch into your Kang, you probably can't easily take a 2 prize knockout if they went like Stamp Watchtower. And then you might start to have some problems. Yeah, I mean, in most other matchups, Kang is just not that good, and usually want to use like because Clefairy does more damage quicker. Like usually Kang is like a better attacker in like single prize matchups, but you're like losing those anyway. All right, so a couple recons, no stamp. This isn't even like that great of a stamp turn anyway. I mean, it would have been okay because he's not like. I don't think I knocked him out this turn. I honestly can't remember what I did. No, you already attached, right? I think. Oh no, the judge, I think we're telling him that he had already attached, but he hadn't. Okay, so there's like no reason, I think, for me to take a knockout this turn. Because then I go to 3 and give him red card. And there's just like no... Well, actually, maybe there is because I have the Crispin. Yeah, no, it's like fine. Well, okay, in my mind, I thought I could attach both. But I couldn't actually do that. I was cheating. Yeah, I maybe could have taken this slower so I could treat it into Kang and just kind of waited. Because going to 3 kind of sucks. So I'm gonna get red carded and then I'm gonna get stamped. I think like here I thought like with 200 on a Clefairy, in my mind, my board is just unbreakable. But there should be 1 less energy on this Clefairy because I telepathic to get the Clefairy down. you know, I mean, he's out of hammers, so I think my board is probably still a pretty solid. Definitely would not make this play if there were still hammers left. I would have retreated into the Kang and kind of waited. Could maybe set up like the threat of Wellspring to force Miguel to go in. But usually going to 3 is not a good idea. But yeah, now he's in like such trouble about like the Pearl, energy on backup Clefairy. There's even one on Latios as well. Maybe could have put the second Psychic on the Latios potentially as well. I don't know if that. No, it's like probably like not that good. Let's see, we're gonna see a Crispin. I think it was Crispin red card this turn. My stream is freezing again. That's pretty lit. That's like really lit. Big fan. So yeah, now it's just like classic pull gameplay with Clefairy. Like, does your deck survive stamp? Which like most of the time when your board is this, it's like really hard for you to miss off disruption. They don't like find that stamp turn 2. Things are really bad for them. I get red carded. I think I do have like a pretty cool checkmate this next turn. I draw like pretty well off this, I think. You notice you went from 2 cards from 1. Yeah. Basically like playing 2 because there is, bro, it's freezing. That's cool. Playing 2 mainly for like the bunny deck after it won that European regional. It's just like not as relevant as Sob, but you needed 2 to comfortably beat the low bunny deck, but that's not really a threat anymore. So just having the threat of Sob is just like way better. I think I attack with Koraidon like I don't think I swung with it a single time in Indy and used it once in NASC. It's like still like a necessary card. You still have to play it. But... Okay, this like this lag is really annoying. Just want to get to this checkmate, then I can refresh. But so basically, Miguel's out of hammers. I need to set up 2 attackers, and I win the game. So I can do this. Yeah, I can get the Wellspring down. I can Meowth to then Cypher. It can give me Patch, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it because I want to play my Dusk Ball, and this Dusk Ball hits a Clefairy. I can then I can checkmate. Garchomp is I think only like slightly unfavored. Zoroark is an auto loss. It's like no matter what build, it's like really bad, bro. So let me finish my turn. Then I'll refresh. I don't know why am I mean, maybe I could like stop the lag, maybe. I don't Dragon Blades again. Just you have to be a bit more aggressive in like chasing down the Torchics. I don't think there's a tech to make the Zordon matchup better. You probably just have to put Seal Masks back in your deck, but like I just wouldn't want to play the deck anymore. I just don't think like Slop with Seal Mask is very good. So yeah, I Cypher, I get Patch. Patch Clefairy? Yeah, well they don't make you wear the Pokemon shirt. Like you can have like earlier in the stream I just had like the logos on my like shirt. I least like Nike logos on my shirt covered up. I actually spilled coffee on my shirt I was wearing earlier in the stream round, so I changed into like one of the Play Pokemon shirts they gave me in the day. I'm so chopped. So yeah, get Clefairy double Wonder Patch. So now there's nothing Miguel can do. No matter what, I attack next turn. We're out of hammers. This game's over. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm surprised he just didn't concede, but he was like plays out this whole turn, like looking for something, and then like eventually just like boss knocks out my Meowth. I only got 2. They gave me. I mean, maybe I could have asked all 4 times, But they asked me before they gave me one day one, they gave me one day two. And then they gave me like a special Pokemon Center shirt for finals, which I guess would count as like a third one, but only two play Pokemon shirts. Yeah, I mean, this he's just going through the motions here. Guys, also I haven't paid attention to a Pokemon in a while. It's super awesome to see that you're in finals. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. If you were a pro Pokemon player, you're purposely bringing your logo design shirts. I mean, you can like they just covered the logos on my shirt, but I could still like ask for a play Pokemon shirt. Like, or don't even think I had to ask. I think they were just like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." You can actually sell them for $100? Yo, that's that actually go for money. People like actually just like buy them to have like the play Pokemon drip. That's funny. You just want to be able to draw the Fez. You want to be able to draw the Fez more often, and you want it to be easier to find off a Dusk Ball. Yes, my deck auto uses the Crustle. But I didn't think Crustle was like that good of a play for this tournament. So I was okay with it. Yeah, he's just doing stuff. Boss is my Meowth. I don't even know like what was happening. Zora for Worlds. I have no clue. I haven't put any thought into Worlds format really. So I just pushed the Clefairy, announced Full Moon Rondo, and we get to go top four. I really just wanted to, I didn't even like, I mean, of course I wanted to win, but like getting to top four, like as soon as I made top eight, I was like, I have to get to top four because I really want the trophy. Yeah, Ross was the GOAT. So yeah, got the W. I was very excited about that. Yeah, I think this is like the last game that I have on this VOD. Well, they might actually had some of my top four against Justin. No, they didn't. It gets like all cut off because it goes over like the 12-hour mark. So the YouTube VOD didn't save it. Okay, let me pull up the finals then. Which kind of sucks because my top four against Justin was like pretty good, I think. Or had some interesting games. Or did they upload that one separately? I don't think they did. And they just uploaded all the finals. Yeah. Okay. It's on Twitch. I don't have Twitch like set up to be like that. Okay, so yeah, I went against Justin again in top four. We set up good old championship Sunday match against Nettie. I knew I knew Nettie was from Poldnor. Obviously, I got to see his list. I mean, yeah, I played against him on Thursday. So I was like, I felt okay about the matchup, but I like pretty happy he didn't play Rosa, only played two boss and only one Watchtower. Some people were asking me like, was I worried about the jamming tower? And I really wasn't because I'm usually like pushing the Pearl early game. And it's like really hard for Nettie to find the jamming tower like turn two. Um, I didn't. So okay, about like the Fez stuff, I wasn't like planning to use Fez. Like after I saw his list and knew for sure he played no Rosa and one Monkey Dory, it's like, okay, if he opens something that's not the Dew, or Monkey, it's something that I can go for. But normally Fez is not very good to use against Pole unless they get only one Dreepy. Like you go second and they only get one Dreepy down on their first turn. I would always rather attack with Clefairy. Like there was one of my games earlier that we watched where I like could have gone attached to Fez, but I didn't because it's just not that good. I mean the two Pult and two Boss seemed pretty suspect into Mirror, but I mean Nettie got it done. Killing Muse a monkey, yo, we're still hating on. Never forget that, bro. What? All right. Being higher seed and always getting to go first was like pretty clutch. Guys, it's like 480p. Bro, we are not doing this. So my start was like pretty good. Had the Clefairy, had the Crispin, had the Latios. And Nettie's hand is like not great. And I'm writing down stuff about Nettie's list. I'm writing like 2 energies, 2 boss, handled fan, 1 jamming, one watchtower. Like how people on Twitter were like speculating what I was doing, but I just wanted to note down some stuff about his list because you're not allowed to take notes um while their list is out. Well, I don't think Shaman is like Fez is not like a real play that my deck does. So if you're playing Shaman, it's for a different reason. Like this game, I like Nettie open monkey. I can never Fez into this. Like if I Fez into this and get mind bent, it's like so bad. Always first. Well, you want to go second into like some really bad matchups like Zoroark and Honchkrow and Crustle. So Nettie's start isn't the best. It gets down only 1 DB with the Pokepad, has to play Dawn, which is like not ideal for him at all. And my hand's like feels pretty good. I believe I get the Prime Catcher next turn as well. I think. I feel like Prime or Boss. I know I gusted Dreepy. It's like funny, like looking at my start this game, it seems like, man, like bro's really gonna run away with this one, right? Like what could possibly go wrong? So yeah, not a very good start for Nettie. I don't even remember if he gets an energy down. Yeah, see, I had the Fez in mind. I could have got attached Psychic to Fez, but it's not worth it. So his hand is like not very good. Banking on Fez and Cloak next turn to get him out of it. Just not play the hammer, which I think is fine. Actually, he doesn't know I have Latias in my hands. I think he probably should play the hammer. Like at least force me to like maybe I don't have crit. Maybe I don't have both. If he gets heads, I would have had to play Crispin. I would have had to go Crispin Prime. I couldn't have played the boss, so I get the boss knockout on one of the 2 3Ps. I'm feeling really good about this because I have Prime in hand to follow up. My board's pretty solid. Does find a couple crushing hammers here, which is like pretty scary. I mean, yeah, this is just like still fine for Nettie. He just needs me to not be able to gust next turn. There's 1 hammer. Don't remember if he gets both or just 1. I think it was 1. Yeah, it was just the 1. It was funny hearing like the boos. Not the boos, but like the cheers after like every hammer flip. No, I don't think anyone was like booing, but it's just like every single hammer flip. Like people were, it got so loud, like you hear it through the headsets. So yeah, it was pretty sick. Why did you pick this deck for NOC? Pretty good at the deck, and it beats Dragapult. It's like has one of the best Dragapult matches of any deck in format. So how many hammers would pull? I don't know. I don't know how many like spaces Pull has. Would Pull play like 0 stadiums and like 6 hammers? I'm not sure. So now Nettie's just fully banking on me whiffing knockout and does find his 1 of Watchtower and Stamp, which was like not at all what I want to have happen. I was like basically his best possible turn, because now this is like really scary for me, because like in this matchup I really need to take the first 3, because Nettie's, if I only take the first 2 or less, Nettie's gonna be able to take like a 4 price turn with Dusknoir, win into attacks. It's like really bad. I draw pretty much nothing off of this. I mean, I draw the stadium, which does like kind of create an interesting moment here. So Nettie finds Poffin, able to build like a pretty good board here. And I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh, the deck was a good medical if I'm playing Dragapult and this like farms. True, true. This deck is bad against Zan. You pretty much just need to scam them. Pitch Black will be legal for Worlds. Yeah. Yes, I do make a mistake this next turn. I was very unhappy with myself. Yes, I should have retreated to Kang this next turn. I don't know that it would have made a difference, but yeah, I was like, thought his hand was like kind of weak, or I was like, only Faz one cloak. I don't know if he can chain attacks, but yeah, I really should have gone to Kang to reload. I was like debating whether I should do it or not, but yeah, like there's this Fez on the board, so I always can get to 3 first, so he's kind of forced to go in. But now I'm only getting to 2 by the time he dives the first time. So I'm gonna have to like get the Pearl involved eventually, which is gonna like really like might not even work because of jamming towers. So yeah, that was just really bad. I should have just bumped the area 0 with my watch, or bumped the watchtower with my area 0 and just gone back into Kang and drawn. Either play for like a boss on the Fez in the future or Saba on the Fez in the future. Try to take the first 3. And if I take the first 3, Stamp's already been played. This game is like pretty like Watchtower is gone and Stamp has been played. This game's like pretty unlosable. But I got to 3 here, and yeah, Nettie has perfect response, and yeah, I'm kind of left without a play. I mean, I don't really care too much if people call it slot box. I just think it's like a bit confusing when like Bolt basic box, like Ogre Pawn box, like all those decks get called slop when they do different stuff is like kind of confusing. Like I had my mom ask me about that when like she was like listening to like an Azul Tealist video and she's like, "What is slop box?" And I'm like, "Well, it's like a lot of decks." And she was like confused, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is like really not like if you're somebody who like doesn't know that much about Pokemon, it's like really not the best like label." But yeah, we probably should have like Clefairy, Raging Bolt, like Prism, like the Prism box, stuff like this should all be like different decks, but that's fine. I mean, Water Oakmon's a Terra, and also Sob is like really broken. Used Sob a lot this weekend. I only used Pump a couple times though. Pump is not that good. It's usually bait. Slot box is slot box. True, true. Yeah, so Nettie has basically the best turn possible. I mean, I guess playing a Crispin would have been better, but gets everything evolved. Gets the Dusclops, gets the fire energy off of this. Which means the only response that I have is either swinging with Latias to one-shot this next turn, or I can try to swing with Pearl Clefairy and maybe C-Pow away my liabilities to make it so he can't take 4 the next turn. But that, like, my hand's not that big. It's going to be a lot of work. What is the best basic box stacks? I mean, I think this Clefairy list is the best way to play like any basic box style deck. I mean, you're just playing well. You're playing Welshman Ogrepon for Sob. Like Pump is nice sometimes, but it's in the deck for Sob. It's like not you're not like trying to make them respect Pump. It's just like Sob is a really good attack to slow down the game at various points. Yeah, it's not really there for Torrential Pump. So this isn't really like a Terra Box style deck where you can just like chain pumps. Like there aren't any E-switches, no crystal or anything. You just have to think about it differently than you would normally. So yeah, Nettie finds boss, another hammer. I mean, yeah, this is like basically has game in hand the next turn. So yeah, that attack from me was like really bad. I should not have gone for that. Usually like you're pumping against like bad matchups to try to scam them, take advantage of like their weaker boards, Or sometimes like against Pol, it's like your only way of taking the first two, or just a way of taking the first two. Like it can be good against Dusk Bolt to like you take one with Clefairy, then you sob their Bidoof, and then you pump to get to 3. Um, but it's really like not that good. Usually if you're sniping in a lot of matches, Fez is just as good, if not better. Um, so yeah, I do think Netty messes up here. I think he goes 1-for-1. What about Slowking? Nah, it's like still not even that good against Slowking. Give me like okay, but it's like not great. Yeah, he should have gone 2-2-2, like 2 on all 3 of those guys. So like now what this did for me is now I can see pow away my Fez and swing with Pearl Clefairy. But I don't get particularly. I just draw like 2 blanks off that flip. So yeah, I go into that. I'm pretty sure the Dust Ball just like gives me nothing. I maybe should have ran it first. Oh no, it gives me the CPAP. That's like not nothing. But my hand is just so like deprived of resources. Like I still need Clefairy. I can't like Cypher there yet, so I pretty much just have to go into this run errand. But what I probably should have done here is like as soon as I missed the Clefairy, I should have just gone for I probably should have just like played for like Prime Sob on Fez to maybe set up some kind of turn where I could. I don't know that that even works. It probably doesn't because he gets Area 0 Bench Monkey. We're powering up for the Cruel Arrow. So actually, I thought I missed, but I don't think I did. Is my thing lagging again? Like it's like being weird. Rip the quality job. See, now I have to run Aaron and hope I draw like exactly like Clefairy Pearl, I think. Which of course I don't get. So I'm basically just like, I mean this game's over. But I mean I did make the mistake like last turn where I didn't attack, or I attacked when I shouldn't have. So yeah, kind of left me in the spot where I didn't have a good play at all. And I mean I ended up just going for like this Kang thing, like hoping like maybe he misses boss. Then I can Kang one-shot Polt, and then like maybe. I mean, I just like I have like there's normally I would concede here if it's like a Swiss rounds. But I mean I have the extra time because it's cut. So I might as well just like play for this hypothetical win con even if it sucks. I believe the like extra discount on endgame is until the 19th. I want to say. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 19th. So yeah, all Netty needs is a boss to win the game, which of course he has, or yeah, Dusknoir. Boss, and yeah. Lose game 1 of finals, but I knew I made that mistake. Like I realized like the next turn that happened, like yeah, that was bad. I should have just played more patiently. But like I wasn't like too like flustered. This is where like Netty's weird shuffling was happening, where people were like accusing him of cheating, which is like we were like talking, and like I just don't think he was like aware of what was happening. Yeah. And then he gets warned. I think about pace of play. Or no, they tell him that his deck might be upside down. That's what they were saying. The Koraidon is there to one-shot Mega Kangaskhan and Mega Lopunny mainly. So like you need it against like Slotbox, and Slowking. Yeah, he was like not. It was just like funny seeing people like accuse him of like trying to stack because like I don't know, it just like doesn't make any sense. Like just like did not happen. And he also just, like shuffles so much after that. It's like even if he was trying to stack there, it's like instantly cancels it out by shuffling a bunch. Yeah, it's definitely not definitely not cheating. But I did see some people trying to say that. The way I was shuffling and I kept like fumbling my cards, I'm surprised like no one was like, man, AOB was doing weird stuff with his cards. I still think Teal Mask really gives you any like real value because you don't really like energies don't help you. They just kind of clog your deck, and like there's just better consistency cards like Dusk Ball and more basic Pokemon that you should be playing. All right, so this is where knowing it's Netty's list, I decide to go for the Fez because the Duskull start means can't mind bend me easily. It's not a Dreepy as well, so it's just gonna be like more things he has to find. But I also like importantly do have the Clefairy, so even if he does get a Hammerheads, I can still like Meowth for Christmas Clefairy. And I do have I had Meowth in hand here. And like I have no way to bump Watchtower. So theoretically, if Netty played Watchtower here, I'll just be stuck out of the game. But I if he only plays one Watchtower, I don't think it's correct for him just to slam it turn one unless his hand is just dead. So it was making like kind of the calculated risk that like I'd much rather not bench this Meowth and just like raw draw Crispin next turn. If he's Watchtowers me, he Watchtowers me, but I think that is extremely unlikely to happen. So I would rather just like not have this Meowth on my board if I can avoid it. Pants check. There are pants, yes. So there's Poff and Pokepad. There's also a Lily in the hand, maybe. Yeah, Netty's hand was pretty good. Definitely stacking. No, I'm just joking. Yep, gets the Dreepy. I just need him to not hit a Hammerheads this turn. I mean, I guess still attacking with Clefairy would be okay, but it's like not ideal. I'd much rather be swinging with the Fez. Oh no, maybe he didn't have Lily. Yeah, goes to shuffle. Yeah, I don't like playing with like high rarity cards that much, so I'm just gonna play min rarity. I mean, I like how I like the way like the min rarity cards look. They look nice. Big fan. True, he did not miss. Well, obviously, like the cruel arrow was a metaphor. It wasn't like a literally cruel arrow, but you know, it was cool to see nonetheless. I like how they played the top deck thing. I already had me out in hands, but it's chill. So yeah, and then he goes for the itchy. I have for Crispin. I guess a cruel arrowing, putting pressure on these Dreepies. I would say pretty much just classic like old school like really like Raging Bull Owls gameplay where you're like getting the turn 2 Baby Bull. I mean, it's like basically that, right? There was also one point I was like playing this deck at locals where I played with all floor supporters, but then I would like sometimes like miss like just, like my brain would like forget about like the full art boss like color, so like I'd forget to check for them sometimes, which is bad. So yeah, I get the Crispin here, get to the cruel arrow. Oh yeah, I think like I remember like thinking that I was gonna like Dusk Ball there. Oops. Missed the Dusto Ultra Balls. I think they're like marked now. Like I played with them so much, they're like creased. I don't think I can play them anymore. So yeah, we load up for Stamp potentially. Just I mean, shout out Koraidon for just being a Terra. That's what you are good for. Koraidon's just for Kang and Lopunny, and having a third Terra is nice just for like drawing into it. So we get Dreepy, Netty goes into Fez. I believe that's like a pretty solid turn this turn. Yeah, I guess double Pokepad already has a Cloak in hands. Pretty good. Yeah, so I mean this is like not the best spot for Netty. Because I'm not gonna be able to take the first 3 prizes most likely, but I can potentially cruel arrow his Dusclops. And then it's gonna be hard for him to have enough time to pop it. Like since there's no candies in these decks, he's gonna have to like slow evolve into another Nor, which he may just not have enough time for. This does not go for. Yeah, can't afford to go for an extra Duskull here. I'm just gonna go yet again. I'm here. 4 Pokepads turn 2 without a supporter being played is a bit egregious, low key. Alright, yeah, finds a Crispin. How is VOD reviews? It's chill, it's chill. I think I used Pump like 2 times. It is not very good. Sob is I use Sob so many times. Sob is really, really good in this deck. Like you're already a fast deck that puts a lot of pressure on, so your opponent is like incentivized to bench their 2 price liabilities to keep up. So even in situations where you like start like whiff off a stamp, you just need less cards. If like anytime off a stamp, you can just draw like boss energy, and then you can just like stall indefinitely until you're ready to attack again. So Nettie goes for a Crispin here. Yeah, it gets energies on both these cloaks. That's the worst matchup for this deck. I mean, stuff like Crustle and Zam are just like auto losses. You have like some really, really good matchups, then you have some terrible bad matchups. So yeah, I can split the energies here, which means I can do a pretty cool trick with boss next turn. I do put up the 1 damage counter because I was talking about this earlier, where like on Thursday, Nettie and I were playing and we bumped into a situation where not using Itchy-Pollen was correct. And yeah, Nettie does opt to pass here. But yeah, in our game that we played on Thursday, he went to Itchy-Pollen. I'm like, no, you shouldn't. Passing's way better. And of course, in the final is that exact like situation where I told him the correct line comes up. So it does pass. I kind of joked to him like, "Are you sure you don't want to Itchy-Pollen?" But I'm able to get this Meowth for boss here, which is like really, really good because it forces Nettie to play Crispin this next turn. And the hope is if Nettie's forced to play Crispin, then he cannot play Lily, which means getting to Stamp is going to be a lot harder. And I should just be kind of in the clear if I don't get stamped, like Stamp dive this next turn. I gotta win Worlds? I hope so. Yeah, Zoro is a terrible matchup. Koraidon was really good against the 1 slot box I hit. See, Nettie does not have a Crispin in hand and did prize the Meowth. So, I mean, I didn't know that, but still, it was like a good play to check him for Crispin this turn. Okay, yeah, we can stop on the when they pan back to the board. I'll like explain it more. But yeah, can you please just like pan back to like the actual board, please? We do not care about what Nettie's drawing here. I mean, I guess like I could rewind, but that's no fun. All right, we get it. He has a lot of gold cards. Okay, so yeah, Nettie is guaranteed to be like 1 full knockout behind. I'm gonna be 2 attacks away from winning. So how he wins this game is getting that turn back through hand disruption. And if he Ichiban's my Fez, then that means the turn he goes to Phantom Dive, he's forced to knock out my Fez or have to play boss, which is like so much worse because then off of that, like he's gonna stamp me, knock out my Fez, then I'm gonna have my own Fez draw, maybe Kang draw to piece together that knockout. But if he doesn't Itchy-Pollen, when he goes to Phantom Dive, he doesn't knock out my Fez, sets up for that 4 price turn, and makes it. I mean, I'm gonna have basically 5 less cards in my hand, which makes it way more likely for me to whiff. And my board's already really well set up. It's not like the item locker is really stopping me from doing anything. So yeah, it makes his disruption much more likely to stick. And all he needs is 1 turn, and he's back in the game. I think Box is I think it was me to test Box after Indy, just never did. I think Stamp is pretty low value in this deck. I haven't even decided. I don't think I'm gonna rename the deck. People can just call it whatever they want. If they want to call it Clefairy, Pink Pony Bolts, any like Blitzel Box, like whatever. I don't really care. It's like not that. Like it was just kind of like a joke between me and Emma. But yeah. Yeah, now you realize the Meowth's price here is not too happy. Yeah, now he can't attack this turn, which means like I am pretty firmly in control of this game. Because I can take like this Fez is now gonna take 4. How little plays make a huge impact like that. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's like also like funny how like if I hadn't like played like randomly played a game against him on Thursday, he probably would have itchy pawed my Fez, which would have made this game a lot easier for me to win. I mean, it all worked out, but yeah, it's just funny. Has the Watchtower. I mean, it has a pretty good hand for next time. I believe he plays Lily here. Can't remember. It does bump my stadium, which is fine. I think chicken is the hardest. And then like really heavy risky ruins Dunsparce. Like something that like Henry played to LA is like really hard. I know that that's like really out of style now, but I don't think like normal hammers or Nors like really like they're at equal difficulty. They're like 60-40, like not that they're pretty easy, but the heavy riskies can cause some problems, and like stuff like chicken and Dunny X are like really annoying. But I think Secret Box could be kind of cool. I think Stamp is like really low value. Like in your good matchup, it doesn't really do anything. It's like only good in your bad matchups, which you're gonna lose to anyway. So who cares? But I think Prime is still just like too good against like all the other aggro decks, and it's like still like a pretty good card most turn of the game against Polt. So yeah, I think Prime is like always staying. So and Nettie evolves into Polt to protect that your cloak and just have Stamp, which was like a little scary, but like I'm not super worried about it because like he has Crispin. So I mean I'm guaranteed to get to 4 before he takes. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get to 3 and 4 before he can really do anything. So that's chill. I'm just gonna need to get one big Clefairy knockout to close out the game. So yeah, doesn't draw. I mean, draws not another Polt. I think can get another Duskull down here. It does opt to do that. Yep. So I think I mean he evolves to a second Polt here. I don't know that he needed. I know he didn't do that. I think it's a different game. So yeah, I dropped pretty much nothing. Just snipe the Cloak. And yeah, I mean, basically all I have to do is find a Clefairy knockout. What a trolley. I don't think you have that many issues setting up Pokemon. The trolley's like not that hard or not that easy to find, and usually you can just like if you need to set up your board full, you can just like Ultra Ball or just play Meowth for a Seer now. And like the Dusk Balls are so much better like mid to late game. Like you're probably playing no Dusk Balls if you're playing Trolley, but I don't think that like sounds very good. Anything to celebrate? I mean, not really. I mean, I just hung out in like the hotel room with my family for a little bit. Did chill with my friends for a little bit at the venue as well, but didn't do anything like out of the ordinary. Like I mean, I would have hung out with my friends after the event anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like not really like I don't really like get super excited over like well like just like doing like it's like weird like I don't really like celebrate stuff like birthdays and holidays like it's like not really something that like we like do, so it's just like I don't know, it's just like another thing. I mean it's like obviously cool. I'm not saying like winning an ASU is not cool, but it's like it's not really like a party person, you know. Here wouldn't Itchy Pollen be better because it forces 2 attacks? I mean, it ended up being bad because he whiffed the crisp in that turn, but it was like I think it was still correct for him to not do it at the time. But yes, you are right. It's on Bourbon Streets. Get the fake ID out, bro. We're locked in. No, we're not doing that. I'm not saying you should do that either. Do not do that. I think I crew arrowed one other time. I think it was like round 9. Well, arrow is normally not that good against Dragon Ball. It was just very specific to Netty's list. So I know all I need to do is build another attacker. So just get the stuff on the Clefairy. This boss doesn't really mean too much here because he just stretchered for an energy. But I still decided to play the boss because I don't want to draw it if like I get red carded and then shuffle my deck. I don't want to see a boss again. So just play it so it's gone. And snipe the Duskull. So yeah, all I need is one more knockout. I made like I made a Metafy guide before NAIC about the deck. I don't know if I'm gonna update it at all. If it ends up being something I'm still gonna work on post Worlds or going into next season, I will definitely like update it more and make some of the slides even more in depth. But I mean, as of right now, I mean, I have that guide out, but I do not plan on making any more updates. Or like the guy who I won NAIC. Wait. Okay, yeah. Some people asked about the judge shuffle here. I didn't know his second boss was prized. I was assuming this is like a big swing turn where he's gonna go hammerheads, red card, boss, knock out both my fez. And he just needs to not drop boss or something, right? Obviously the boss is prized, so I got the judge shuffle for nothing. But I didn't know. I think control can be good for Worlds. I hope so, Grant. That's pretty cool. Is there anything that you have your eye on that you don't mind sharing? Yeah, I asked for the judge shuffle and he's instantly goes like in for a Lily, which is like, oh, okay. No, that was low key kind of rough. Oh, no aura. I thought I was so tough for getting the judge shuffle in there. Very unfavored into Zoroark. Terrible matchup. She better with boss prized. Yeah, you are definitely. But also just like he threw away a boss for like no reason. Yeah, so actually, okay, yeah, the no Ichiban was probably just incorrect. Like in theory, it was a good play, but like, yeah, with the boss prize, it was like definitely bad. But he also just probably should not have thrown away his first boss. I don't think any like the control decks are very good right now. I mean, they're fun, but they're not very good. All right, so I just want to. I don't even have to kill this Bidoof necessarily, because like, I mean, he eventually decks out, so he has to like swing with Pulse. So I can just kind of chill until whenever. I can just like go ahead and crisp into my Clefairy. I don't remember if I had another Clefairy to bench or not. I don't think I did. Do you know if we're getting healing support for Worlds? I don't know. Yes, I just get my Clefairy powered up because I know he like can't really like isn't really allowed to like boss and kill this because then I just get fast draw. But I may have like made a mistake here. I remember thinking about this a lot in the moment, but like obviously I don't attack this turn. Like attacking does nothing. He has to eventually push up Pulse. And I was debating like whether I should like leave Kang active or just like send up a Koraidon or something to die. Which like I don't think there's any like see it takes him 2 turns to like if he does end up swinging into the Kang, it takes like 2 turns to convert that, right? So it's like probably still fine. Because he doesn't have risky. If he had risky, then retreating was like probably better. But see, I'm like debating like retreating into the Koraidon to like give myself Fez draw off of red card. Excited for Worlds? Yeah. I'm really excited. I'm like glad that I qualified because was definitely a bit worried there for a while. So gets the hammerhead, which is pretty big. Might have been the last hammer though. I think it was. So has to go red card. And so he probably just like red card. I don't remember if he had the boss or not. I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure he just like punches my Kang. Like punching Kang is like pretty bad. So tough rolling 3 heads against friends. That was pretty cool. Like Crustle win. I mean, I think it probably will be correct to tech for Crustle like for Worlds. Like Worlds is like generally an event where people are like more fine playing like random hard counter decks. Oh yeah. No, leaving the Kang active was bad because he had the Clops to like convert this. Yeah, so I should have retreated into Koraidon because he always has this like 2-turn win line. But now I don't have Fez draw. But yeah, I think Crustle like will be pretty like I mean kind of like Thorns or even Crustle last year like those were like played decks. Yes, Alakazam is an auto loss. You can try to go like Torrential Pump turn 2 without the shuffle and try to boss pump 2 Kadabras turn 2. But it's very bad. But yeah, I should hit the Crispin and win the game. All works out, but I definitely like made some mistakes there for sure. I should have like treated into the Koraidon. To get the game 2 win. And I mean yeah, that game was like relatively interesting. This last one, maybe a bit light on the interesting turns. Shout out everyone who's like holding up the crowd. It's so funny. It's funny, my younger brother who has like special needs was in the front row and he is really bad with noise. He didn't have his headphones on or anything and he was out there, so that was really cool. Like towards the end of top 4, he was not doing very well because then everyone like it was so loud and he does not do very well with loud noises, so he had a bit of a fit when we were done. But yeah, he was out there. He was like their front row in the yellow shirt. What's funny is like he's pretty nonverbal. Like he like talks, but it's usually just like I mean it's just like words. Like it doesn't have a very good like easy time putting together sentences. So in the hotel room before the finals, like the morning of, he was saying like no hammer. I was like confused. I'm like, Joseph, what are you talking about? Like hammer's on normal word in his vocabulary. So it's like what? And he like he didn't like how people were being loud whenever a crushing hammer got played. Which is like so funny to me. It's like even my special needs younger brother does not like crushing hammer. And yeah, here we go. Crowd's going crazy. Yeah, I mean, knew right away something was up. Nettie did not look super. I mean, the crowd got loud, which is like they were on my side the whole time. So I knew something was up. He looked very like body language, very upset. So I don't know. I maybe normally wouldn't have been down to send this Fez, but I mean, only one Dreepy. Also, just like all the other stuff, it was like I feel like I have to send this Fez. Probably the Paldean like Tauros. I think it's the best crossbow type, but then you probably just play a second fire because they could just hammer away your 1 fire. I do the Fez Alta Dust Bowl, which is pretty clutch. I don't remember why I didn't run Aaron first. Oh, because I wanted to like Crispin to thin out my deck. I maybe still should have run Aaron first, because like if I draw Latios, if I see both Latios and Fez. I can't remember. Maybe I was like, if I whiffed, I was going to Cyrano. I really can't remember what I was thinking. It may have just been wrong, though. I don't think Chi is enough to win the matchup, because you can like punch it for a lot once and then it dies. Like you need to one-shot the Crustle. And also the Tauros doesn't get one-shot back. People tend to play like more hard counter decks to Worlds because like at a regional or an IC, you can like reasonably expect your first like few round opponents to not be as good at the game, and you want to be able to like skill diff them. Like a deck like Crustle, you could just like you could lose to a significantly worse player because they're just playing a bad matchup. But at Worlds, like the skill like floor is so much higher that like even round one, like round one, round two, you're gonna be hitting a really good player. So you can't just like expect to win every rounds off like all your rounds off of skill. What can you do? Your festival lead list some better option in the poll. I mean, I think it's just kind of cooked for festival regardless. I don't know. Yeah, I drew the Latios off Kang. I do just spawn to another one, I think. Yeah. So yeah, we are set up to Cruella next turn. Only one Dreep piece. Like I mean, at this point, I don't know that he prized double Dreeps, but I know that there's just one Dreepy in play, and even if he even just 3 the next turn, I could snipe his only Dracloak, guarantee be up 2 to 3 prizes here, really be in the driver's seat of this game. I don't have Crispin yet though, which is like a bit of a problem, but so like if he hit it's a hammer. So do all that and I pass. I don't really have any thoughts on control right now. I don't know if it's good or not, or it's like definitely not good right now, but maybe in the future, I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm not very happy here, debating on what cards to discard in order to get a Cloak. I think he should have saved the hammer as his only card. Just say I don't have Crispin. He ends up discarding the hammer, keeping the Ultra Ball. But Ultra Ball doesn't really help. Ultra Ball is only like really that good if your Dracloak lives, but your Dracloak's never gonna live here. Like we need this hammer to hit. So just goes for the Dracloak, which like I mean it's still pretty cooked because like 2 Dreepies are prized, and didn't get down double Dreeps turn 1. So yeah, it's like I mean I thought that this was like a pretty big recon. Like okay, this guy needs Lily, or the game is probably just over. And as soon as he like does this recon, picks up the cards, the crowd goes crazy, which is like he hasn't even picked a card yet. But like I just know his like those 2 cards were just bricks, and I like this is like the point where like I knew I had won. Like his hand sucks. I'm sniping his only cloak. I don't even care what he has prized. Faz, Cruel Arrow. Guys, not like Lily to like stay alive, but I mean this game's essentially over with only 2 Dreepies in deck. I mean even if there were Dreepies, I'm guaranteed to be up 3 prizes here. My board is pretty strong. It would still be a pretty rough one for him to come back. If only he was Shaman. He would have to have found the Shaman though. You see how cooked that hand was? So yeah. I mean this is where like I learned there's double Dreepy prize. See like Poffins for Dreepy Bidoo, which like obviously we would never do if we had Dreepies in our deck. I believe I did have a Meowth in hand. Yeah, he was telling me like backstage about losing his deck. That was crazy. He said he like rebuilt most of his deck too before they like found it. It's crazy. Card kind of spoiling. I didn't think it makes like way more hype. And like I mean also I can just like tell by like based on like I mean he didn't just like slam grab something like the look on his face. Like I mean those cards were like pretty dead. So it gets down to double Dreepy, but it doesn't really do anything. I don't know if he could have got an energy down. I don't think he could have. But like, oh, here's a hammer. I mean, at this point, you just need me to miss Cool Arrow, but yeah, see the crowd there on the hammer. So yeah, I'm just getting the yeah, I'm getting the 4th energy on my Fez. Like, I know the only way I lose is if I get stamped. He hits his last hammerheads and I whiff energy. So I just go in for the cruel arrow, and like I mean at this point the rest of the game is just it's just like going through the motions. Um, yeah, it's like I mean can't ever set up a poll. It's I mean that's like feel really bad because it's like all this for like a pretty anticlimactic last game. Um, if I live after, no, I think I'm gonna call it after this. I'm like pretty tired. I just got home yesterday. Um, yeah, I mean this game's. I don't think anything else interesting happens here. I think the game is just like functionally over. Um, I think he maybe could have made an attempt to like try to power up Dusk, but I don't even know if that like probably doesn't even work. Like he eventually goes for his own cruel arrow, but I don't. I mean, yeah, I don't even like know what his best check was at this point. Probably was like something with like Dusk Nor and red card, but that just takes so long to set up. Oh, you take the hero cape out of your pocket. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good shout. Good shouts. No, no, no. Like the cruel arrow from Azul's thing, like it was a metaphor, right? It wasn't literally cruel arrow, but you know, when you got a cruel arrow, you got a cruel arrow. It was great meeting you and back. I'm really happy to have gotten that. I was very happy. I don't know why you picked Fez, but you did. I think he could have done. I think the only thing that like only misplay was he like ultra ball away crushing hammer. That maybe like could have been ultra ball or could have been played and stopped my Fez. But I think I had a Meowth anyway. Yeah, I mean, I don't even. I think like this turn, Nettie probably should have like touched the Duskull, but even then, it's like you have to like attach the Duskull plus bench on a Dreepy, then evolve the Dreepy into a Dracloak next turn, plus evolve the Dusk into a Dusclops and attach to it again. I don't know that we have enough time for that. But yeah, the attach to the Dusk. I don't even know if that would have done anything either, because like we could like boss Shadowbind, but like only one boss we can't like boss Shadowbind the Meowth, then boss Shadowbind Latios. Like yeah, it was just cooked. Very, very cooked. I mean, he does have all that, but it's not. We're just not getting there. Some people were like not very happy about his pace of play this game, but like it wasn't really a problem to me. I think it's important that he has enough time to think through his actions in such a complicated position. I don't know like it's complicated. It's more just like just a bad spot. Like I mean, it's not like we were at any risk of timing out. So the movie, you heard? I didn't think about that at all until afterwards. That would have been funny though. I mean, I think Clefairy is the best like basic box style deck, so I think it does deserve to be more played than like Bolt or Slot Box or anything like that. But I don't see it being more than like a 5% deck though. It has a lot of bad matchups. Like some people are just like not gonna want to take the risk. Like you do have to kind of accept that your run is out of your hands a little bit. Like even though that your losses are mostly decks that won't convert well, they're still bad matchups you have to take. So there's the last hammer, gonna go for the crisp in here. Still can't attack though, just gonna retreat into the Badu and Itchy. Um yeah. I don't know. It feels bad. Like it would have been nice to have like a real game three. I mean, there's not really anything he can do. Just like I'm gonna take one more prize with Fez, and then I can just two shots whatever two prizer he has, and that's just game. Yeah, I mean, like most the Zoroark counter decks are starting to fade a little bit, so there might be a chance for Zora to kind of be back in the meta. I don't know if back in the meta is the right, I guess like back since like rotation. Do you have like a favorite playstyle in Pokemon? Uh, I mean, I don't know like playstyle really exists. I just like tend to like to play like whatever the most consistent like deck and format is. Like Pidgeot Control was that for a while, then Raging Bolt, and then now Clefairy. Like those have always been kind of like my favorite decks to play. I don't know if that's like really a playstyle. I just like hate breaking. They may not be like the strongest power level decks, but I think there's something to be said about just playing the game every time. Yep, so I mean this is effectively game over. I can get Michael Fairy powered up. Um take a prize. And now Nettie has, I mean, can't really make a play anymore that does not result in him losing the game the next turn. Or well, in 2 turns. Because like if he fezzed into my fez, I just go fairy, then I fez the checkmates. If he if he cool arrows into my Clefairy, I cool arrow into his Meowth. Like no matter what, he's always losing in 2 turns. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm very very happy that I won, but it would have been nice that it's would have came in like a um more interesting game. But man, I guess I can't complain too much. Um, I mean, yeah, Dreepy comes down, just doing whatever he can, but true, I did forget the Pidgeot costume. My bad, my bad. Do you want to follow or watch your content like that? But yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, we just cruel arrows, but yeah, no matter what happens, yeah, they're even already going out to the crowd. That's crazy. I think Chicken and Dunsparce are like the 2 hardest, and then after that, like Chicken and like Dunny X, and if um after that it's like the list of like Henry played to LA that has like really heavy risky plus Moltres. That list is also really hard. Like regular hammers done like Holton Lord, those are like all relatively fine. It's like Dunny X, Chicken, and like heavy risky that can be problems. I think like heavier risky is like more annoying than Watchtower. Yeah, I mean Eddie is just trying to see if there's anything he could do. I didn't even remember like spinning the dice like that. Why was I doing that? She was arguing I shouldn't kill the Badoo. He was just wrong. Killing the Badoo means I always win in 2. I didn't have enough energy to power up the Latios, but it also just didn't matter. So if I have for 160, no matter what happens, like if he cool arrows my Fez, I just swing again. If he retreats the Fez, I just cool arrow his Fez. And yeah, that's a game. I mean, I think he like does a couple more actions and then yeah. I think extends the hand here. Ooh, no. Yeah. No, I'm kind of glad I watched these back because I definitely made more mistakes than I realized I did. But yeah, there we go. Insane. Some people were like saying about how I like slowest headset removal of all time, but I wasn't like thinking about that. I wasn't like trying to troll Connie. Obviously, Connie is my goat. Pretty cool though. Pretty like still pretty insane. Obviously, I always put in the work, like dream of winning these tournaments, but like actually like play everything together and like win is like insane. Um, yeah, I don't really have like too much else to say. Um, I mean, yeah, it's still like very happy, very awesome. Like I don't know, I don't. I'm still like don't think I've like fully processed it. It's like I'm not sure like it's like ever gonna like fully sink in that like I mean international champion is absurd. Like especially where I feel like this season I did so bad to start off with, and I don't know, it's like kind of crazy that now we're here. Like I wouldn't have guessed that at all. Like just like 3 weeks ago I was at like 480 points and I'm like, man, there's a serious world where I might not qualify for worlds, and like now we're here. Like that's ridiculous. What am I doing with the prize money? I'm probably putting it mostly just going to more events next season. But yeah, I'm like, I mean, I really appreciate like the support from everyone. Like it was really like overwhelming, like how much. I mean, Discord, Twitter, like DMs, like everything. Like it really, I mean, it like means everything to me that like have this many people who behind me and here I seeing me succeed. That was like really cool because I get kind of down on myself that like I don't do as much stuff on the channel anymore. I feel like I kind of like let people down because I haven't put forth the effort here like I know I should. But I don't know, it really like inspires me to, you know, start like putting forth effort again into like YouTube and content, because like I mean I I just like I want to get back. I want to um I don't know. I'm just yapping. What products? I got boxes, like trophy and money. I needed top 128. So like going into day 2, I needed to go 131 to get my world's invite, but I would have finished exactly at 720, but like that maybe wouldn't have been good enough because like now they're saying that like they're not gonna give people like the people who tied at 720 aren't all gonna make it. I didn't have that many play points, so I maybe wouldn't have made it. I maybe like needed 64, but whatever. Don't worry about that. I don't know. I don't really have too much else to say. I'm pretty tired. You and Emma got a full send the deck club for Worlds. I mean, I'm down. I don't think like I could have won this tournament without her. Like she helped a lot. I mean, not just like with the list, but also just like kind of like helping me rethink how to play the Pult matchup. Because I probably would have kept doing it wrong if, or maybe I just wouldn't have played the deck because I would have kept doing it wrong. But like whatever, yeah, it does just not matter anymore, I guess. But, all right, chats. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm not gonna make any promises. Learn that like that doesn't work with me. But I'm gonna try to get back to streaming multiple times a week. I'm going to try to have like maybe not this week, but next week start having regular cash online tournaments again, just throughout the off season to kind of give someone or give people something to do. So I'll be hosting that, trying to stream like my tournament run through those. So definitely stay tuned for that. I mean, I would probably post something about it on Twitter or like the Discord. But yeah, I really appreciate all of you guys for the support, everything this weekend. It was amazing. Really like I don't know. It's like really hard to describe like how much it means to me, but it was awesome. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna head out. More lives, more content definitely coming up in the future. But yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your nights, and I'll catch y'all again real soon.